you cannot handle all the truth. I feel like you can't see the boy in the booth. I feel like been like Jordan 96. And then blessings to the squad, thankful that they never switch.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cowboys Week, where we are posting Cowboys franchise all week, assuming the video hits 8,000 likes. So if you guys love this series, you love Harrison Bailey, you want to see us hoist multiple trophies, kill the like button, and that will unlock another episode on Wednesday. Love you guys. Enjoy the video. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say, Cowboys, I got you. Look on the screen now. I got you. Super Bowl champion. How do I order the Harrison Bailey jersey right now? Comment yes or no. Is Harrison Bailey legend enough through 1 year to deserve a jersey from 50 overall to 80 overall superstar? Not to mention the champ. Is Harrison Bailey worthy to get a jersey? Guys, this has been a movie. Thank you to everyone who's supported Cowboys Week, who's had fun with this. We got lots to talk about. We got a lot of things. I already did a recap of the last video. Harrison Bailey, GOAT. Guys, okay, let's talk quickly about work in free agency as it stands, and I'm broke. I'm completely broke. Now, I want to show you guys some things that I've sort of been thinking of. I think, like, I signed Justin Simmons to a 2-year contract. Now, he holds value this year. He won't hold value next year. I am going to shop Justin Simmons. I signed him. We won the bowl. I just don't know how it works. Michael Gallup. Unfortunately for him, and like I said, this is always a sad way to start a video. Unfortunately for him, his contract is also coming to an end. And I think that's one of the easier things I can do is cut him, save a little bit of money. And even though I still won't be a big spender in free agency, these are the difficult decisions. As you know, we had some retirees. We had some players leave, which is going to make things very difficult. Trayvon Diggs, I believe, and I very well could be wrong about this. I think Trayvon needs to be paid this year. I would not be opposed to trading him. I'm not opposed to trading anybody. All I care about is winning. So at the end of the day, I made sure I brought back Zach Martin because I really value the offensive line. We are going to need a big step up from Jack Nelson, who was drafted 2 years ago to replace. And I honestly feel like he's gotten way better, and he's going to step in as our new right tackle. He's been playing guard up until this point, but he's going to step in at right tackle. Olu Fashanu is our new right tackle because Smith retired. As far as pass rush, Princely had a good year last year. He is 24 years old, 3.5 sacks. Defensive tackle Mazzie Smith needs to be paid this year. I kind of don't be shocked if I make the decision to potentially don't be shocked if I look to replace him. Not because I don't love him, just because I think he's going to want too much money. Levi Bell, ring the bell. DB wise, bland, bro. I paid him. He's had so many good years, nothing to show for it. The Gilly Lock retired, so we kind of got to rebuild this. I think we potentially move Simmons. I'm not opposed to it. Jacoby Matthews had a really good year. I think we potentially move Simmons, see if I can get anything for him. He regressed speed-wise, and we just go from there. We have our QB1, which is beautiful. Spencer Rattler, I would probably trade him if anybody wanted him for like a third or a fourth because he is a very usable starter with 95 throw power. But as far as right now and money, I pretty much have to look at you guys and say, all of these free agents, I can't do anything. And as much as I want to be one of the 17 people bidding on these guys, I can't justify going after any of them. The only position that I'm like, I really want to go after, is this my guy? Is this Aubrey? Bro, the only, I think he said no to me when I tried to resign him. The only guy that I want to kind of go after is this Brandon Aubrey. But as far as free agents, it's just not going to be a free agent offseason. I would potentially look for a backup running back, but I think I can solve these things better through the draft. And I'm expecting to make some trades. I need to start looking 2 years into the future and start making some decisions for that. Obviously, tackle-wise, there's money, but $26 million is not enough to sustain an entire football team. And we got a lot of players who got a lot better. So we're going to stay out of free agency. But one thing we are not going to be staying out of is the NFL draft. Now, positions that I feel like I want to get a number one receiver to go with CeeDee Lamb. Essentially, I feel like I have talent. Don't get me wrong. I definitely feel like I have talent in Polk and Fleming. But I want like the guy who's going to help. At this point, I think we have a chance to have one of the greatest quarterbacks in franchise history. But it's a matter of what are we going to do to ensure that that happens? What are we going to do to make sure? And that's where I am considering a receiver. I would consider trading Justin Simmons for a first or a second if he was there, and then try and maybe get a DB as well. Like, I feel like we lost Gilmore. That's a big loss for a team to lose someone like Gilmore. So it definitely makes you look at things a little bit differently. Overall, you're going to hear lots of stuff. There's going to be some tough decisions, some phone calls, and we're going to figure it out. Okay, guys, I have never had more interest. This round 1, pick 17. This is from the Cardinals, who's actually a really good player. And then I have gotten the key is Buddha. No, the thing is, I don't want Buddha. Buddha's not a superstar, and he's a $25 million. He's trying to clear the books. He is trying to clear the books. He is trying to. No, I'm not taking that contract. See, people are smart. I am asking I would rather, let me counter to him. To me, Justin Simmons is obviously, the safety is the most valuable position. That's the best offer that I've got. I'm going to go, oh, he's got no money either, bro. Oh, he's got it. He has to do it because of the money. Oh, gosh. These guys don't have any money. Okay. I don't know if I can trade with him. He's got no money. I need to find, I don't know if I can. Okay, the Seahawks and the Cardinals. Seahawks are sending me pick 26 and a replacement. Okay, I also have interest from the Saints. Yo, this is by far the most interest I've ever gotten. Like, KOs are the most valuable positions in the game. So this is why I'm getting rid of him right now, because what pick does he have? He's got pick 20. Pick 20 is good. I would honestly, if the Saints can afford it, he's been doing YouTube too. I just don't think he can afford it. All these guys are broke. No one can afford him. Yeah, he can definitely not afford him. The Viking says he's got the money to do it. This is the most interest I've ever had in my life in terms of, do I want to give the Vikings this player? No, but he has interest. This guy's good. This is the problem. Pick 19. He's got the money for it too. He's got the money. Justin Simmons for pick 19. I'll do it. You buy, like, you don't hold on to players. Look at this. I have never had this amount of. He accepted that. Oh my gosh. I think his other one was better. Yeah, Justin Simmons for the first round pick. That was ridiculous how much interest we just had. That didn't even require phone calls. I put that in the chat and everybody wanted him. The reason Simmons has so much is because he gets the best abilities in the game. If you guys play the game, you know the game, you know dude is going to get the best abilities in the game. To me, I feel like I just won the lottery, because at the end of the day, yeah, my safety situation is worse. I gain a pick, and that $33 million is saved this year. We're going to be able to re-sign guys like Trayvon Diggs, and I got to use him for one season. He was good, not great. I'm not great at utilizing KO abilities. And I pick up a pick, which is going to be, I think, more long-term beneficial. So, hey, I'm up to clean house. If people are trying to get some of my players, I will clean house to do it. Guys, with that all being said, we'll talk more about the draft class kind of as we go, things that we're going to look for. If anyone else is looking to trade, I'm definitely down to have some conversations. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, NFL draft time. Okay, positions and things. I spent the last little bit just looking at 40s. There's a lot of really like this Jacoby Drayton, Tommy Good. There's like some stud corners in here that interest me a lot. What I want to play is a game where you guys tell me who you would draft. I'll show you guys a bunch of players. Like Bo Falk, for example, like if we're talking like a replacement, like I do need safeties. Bo Falk, good speed. Like you got a 4.3 safety. Max Lowry, 4.38. Both those guys are really good safeties. Defensive line wise, you got some good talent. Princely, like I think what I know to be true is that my overall like run defense with Princely's good, but he's really like, how do I explain this? Princely's really good, but his run stopping is really bad. That's the only real way that I think I can put that. His run stopping is very bad. There's one receiver that I like. It's Kevin Pruitt, 6'4" and a 4.4 speed. That's what we're missing. Like, truthfully, if I am going to have success with this team, I can't promise that if this guy's there, I'm not taking him. Like, you get 6 foot, is he 6'4"? 6'4" out of Texas. 4.41 in both 40s. And speed is great. When speed says great, you're looking at over 90. To me, 6'4", over 90 speed is really intriguing. Like some of the other bigger receivers just don't quite run like that. And for me, like shorter, fast receivers don't do a lot. Like this guy, Tyrone Wilder, I don't know if I would take him. He's 6 foot out of LSU, but like to me, like you're not going to moss anybody. You're a little bit faster, but are you way better? Tackle-wise, I feel like we already did a good job attacking that, so I don't think I would go that position. As of right now, guys, I'm thinking corners. Like this Jacoby Drayton out of the University of Washington. He intrigues me. And safeties as well as receivers. We'll see you guys at pick 20. I'm glad, very glad that I made the decision to trade Simmons. I would potentially, if it comes down to it, I would trade. Who else has value on my team that is going to run out? If we're talking 5 years down the road, who has value that's going to just like deplete after this season? If we're being honest, we know the answer is Zach Martin. We know the answer. What about Tyler Smith? Is he paid long term? I think Tyler Smith is paid. No, Tyler Smith. Bro, he's like, this is why I'm so glad we didn't spend money. We are about to be broke next season. Like, broke next season. Holy moly. Okay, we'll see you guys. Oh, Luke is a star dev. Win the Super. I think I could trade this guy, actually. I think, now that I look at him, let me see if anyone wants Luke. Okay, so the receiver that I wanted is gone. Drayton's still there. Drayton would be my pick. Truthfully, the closer we get, the more stressful this is. I would say Drayton would have to be my pick. Am I up? Out of Washington. A-man, 6'1", 4'2", 540. I'm not going to overthink this one. I'm not going to. This was one guy that I was very interested in, and I feel like we needed this position. Jacoby Drayton. Boom, fellas! Okay, you dumb, man. Kick returner. His acceleration isn't great. His man coverage, it said his man coverage is an A, which I absolutely love. That's going to help out our secondary a ton. Think of this. This is Justin Simmons. But he's only 21 years old. He's fast, and he's going to start at DB. We've needed a third DB for a while. I got Bland. I got Diggs. Now I got Drayton, who hopefully we can develop, make him good. I love the decision to trade Simmons because this guy is a stud. Okay, pick number 2. We got to make some. Yeah, I don't even know. I have no idea what I'm doing with pick 2. Okay, let's do this together. Honestly, receivers. Let's just see if there's any outliers. George Bartel is a bit of an outlier. That's all I'm looking for. Is like, is anyone ridiculously fast? Anybody ridiculously fast? Not overly. Okay, we'll see who's there. Okay, so Nigel Bates just went. There was a receiver that I would have considered, but now I'm kind of out of the receiver running, if I'm being honest. The guy that I'm interested in, this Bo Falk. because we do need another safety. And I feel like to not look at that as a concern when you look at our defense scares me. I do feel like I need to attack safety. I really do. He's out of Wisconsin. Hit power, speed, everything looks pretty good to me, which is what makes him such an intriguing prospect. Offense, I can go later. I'm always of the mindset that defense wins championships, pretty much, to put it as simply as I can. I like to obviously look at other positions, but to me, if you can get a good secondary. What about this Kareem Culliver? No, these guys, he's fast. I'm gonna go with the safety. Let's get our replacement. Unless, is O'Neal faster? No. Let's take Bo Falk. We're gonna get our replacement. Boom! Love it. Absolutely love that. 92 speed, that's good as a safety. A young 22-year-old safety is difficult to find. We get our replacement here. 92 speed, 86 change of direction, and 89 acceleration. He starts immediately. He's a little bit undersized, which concerns me, but he looks decent. His awareness is B. It might not go down as the greatest pick, but I think our first one was a hit, and he starts immediately. Defense, we need it now. We got to try and go get some weapons for the guy who might be one of my favorite quarterbacks in the history of the channel. Let's go get him some weapons. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I know I promised you guys offensive weapons, but this guy is intriguing to me. This Giamello, as well as both these guys, this center ran a 4.78. A pass block. I feel like we get a center that we could probably build around there. It's just so not flashy that you're probably going to hate me. That's the thing. That's all I'm worried about. You guys probably will hate me. This Jarrell Ratliff, this dude, he's fast. But I might lose Tyler Smith, and I want to take Jonathan Giamello. And even if you think this is a bad pick, on the offense that we want to run with a lot of QBs running, the O-line is always going to be an important part. I'm losing one of my guards. We replace him in the second round. A lead block, A pass block finesse. We get a stud center. You never want to have to worry that your offensive line sucks, because that's not a good feeling when you're just we've all been there when you're playing and you just feel like you cannot move the ball to save your life, and it's so frustrating. If you look right now, our current center, we're going to lose Martin next year. We're going to lose Smith next year. Focus on the center. It was a position of need. Right tackle, we got Nelson, but we're slowly kind of rebuilding. I think him as a center, I think that's positive. He's fast. He's good. And I think it was needed. We'll look to potentially receive the next round. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, round 3. This is where I promised you that at some point I was going to try and get us a receiver. Sean Mallard is still there out of Florida. He's fast. I don't know how fast he is, but he's 6'3". Okay, I'll take a hit in. He's slower than I thought. And I don't know. 6'3", 207, 21, 93 excel. I actually think this guy's kind of good. Personally, he might be our third receiver. We didn't really attack the receiver position. We'll see. We still got round 4. Okay, so tight end wise, this is where I'm looking for kind of outlier players. But honestly, it doesn't seem like there's one. Doesn't really seem like there's one guy that's going to make a huge change right now. Offensively, I might be better off playing it. Who's the best available? But I feel like receivers are all the best. Let's take another chance at a receiver. Byron Carmen. Let's draft him. Okay, we finally have a 6'5" receiver. Whether or not I use him, I don't know. Couple weapons. Let's see how we did. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, draft recap. Let's see. First pick. Boom! Okay, I love them both. Honestly, our first 3 picks, Jacoby Drayton is a stud. Wow, he is actually 78 overall for Drayton. Bo Falk, not a dev, but really good. He'll be a great player for us. Giamello. I like him a lot. And then maybe the most shocking of all, this Sean Mallard. 6'3", 90 speed. I honestly think he has to play. I think we need that. We did decent on the other picks too. Okay, we're gonna like initially in these drafts, all the rookies, they don't really have like armbands or anything. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna talk about everything, and we'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, first guy I want to introduce you to is Bo Falk, 5'9" safety out of Wisconsin. Gonna be our starting safety. Jacoby Drayton, absolute stud. Absolute stud. Gonna be wearing number 21 out of UW. Starter right away. And then the third player I want to introduce you to is Sean Mallard, who I actually really like, especially because he's hidden. I'm gonna play him. I think truly I'm not 100%, but I think there's a very good chance. I'm giving one more year to Princely to see what he can do. But overall, those are the players, guys. We'll go do, let's go do our weekly strategy. Figure this out. Who are like, we got a lot of good players here. Obviously, number one is Harrison Bailey, who just had the best season of all time. I would like Vaughn to continue to get better, but also I would like Fleming. Fleming's kind of a beast. Fleming, I don't know if I gave enough attention to last time. So we'll see how Fleming goes. But we're going to go through preseason. Okay. Preseason week 3, we get a training. These are always important to kind of take note of. That's actually dangerous. Because he's the one who's going to want like $15 million coming up. That's what's scary about that. Okay, guys, season goal. I think my goal this year is incredibly simple. And it's to win the Super Bowl again. That was a blast. That was 10 out of 10 fun. That was a movie. Truly, that was a movie. And I think we're doing a good job with team development. I think we found a quarterback that could have Hall of Fame, like, best ever potential, which is a lot of fun. It's always fun in this game when you, like, a random Harrison Bailey all of a sudden just takes over the entire league and is now an 81 overall. Like, you can't tell me that that's not a little bit fun. His XP is hurting a little bit now. It's up to 7,000, which is a little bit concerning. More than I thought it would be, but he is 24 years old. Like, he wasn't a $0. Not a zero. I don't know exactly what I'm trying to say. He wasn't, when I got him, he wasn't 21. If he was 21, that would be better for sure. But he just isn't, and that is what it is. But we're just going to have to figure out a way to make it work anyways. Jake Ferguson gets +1 speed. I don't know if our offense last year, as the year went on, I felt a little bit like our offense got worse. I really did. Even in the Taylor game, like that game was horrible. That game was, like, in a word, absolutely horrible. We won because he clocked for the win and ended up losing, which is why we won. But at the end of the day, was I buzzing on offense? No, I threw for like 27 yards. Now, we got to talk about this Sean Mallard guy. I like him a lot. I really do. And I feel like we need a tall receiver. Our receiving core is just so incredibly undersized that it bugs me. Jacoby Matthews was a great pick last year. He's now star dev. He got the pick to win the entire Super Bowl. I believe he won Super Bowl MVP with that pick. Vaughn is good. He is not great. He's not the best running back I've ever had, and he's not the worst running back I've ever had. That's kind of how I would put that. He's like very much in the middle of like all-time running backs. Holy moly, I can't talk. Okay, let's go do our official depth chart. We got to play the Vikings week number 1, who, funny enough, is who we just made the trade with. Vaughn, CeeDee Lamb, Fleming, and instead of Polk, I'm going to let this Mallard guy play. I'm sorry. I have to. I need a receiver. I need someone to take over. This is where it's interesting, too. Left tackle, I want to go this Jack Nelson. Where is he starting? Jack Nelson, no. So we can go now. I can put him, Jack Nelson, who we drafted last year, I can put him there. Jonathan is going to play his true position because he's a center through and through. And then on this side, Tyler Smith is going to play. Left end, Princely, he's in his 3rd year. Micah, obviously, and Mazzie Smith playing for a contract. If he plays really well, he definitely deserves the contract. Now, this is where it gets interesting. Drayton's going to come in and he's going to play the 2. Bland's going to be the 3 and expect a lot of man coverage. Up top, at this, I'm in between. I'm going to put Bo Falk up there. And then on this side, Malik Hooker. On that side, slot wide receiver, CeeDee Lamb was good last year in that. But was he though? To me, I feel like I'd rather have this Mallard guy. I'm dying to see if this Mallard guy is really good. Other users, Bubba Bolden. It could be Bo Falk, low key. I could use both of them. No, I'll go Bolden. Slot DB, Trayvon. We'll go Trayvon this year with Guidry. And then our kick returner, as promised, is going to be the rookie. Guys, hey, we're doing a lot of good things. I'm proud that we won last year. I thought that was really cool. And it's year 2 for a guy who I think had the best rookie quarterback season I've ever seen in my life. We're going to spend our staff points. We have a camp standout for Smith as well. So hopefully this is something that is attainable. It's something we can get. Hopefully we do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's dance. Guys, it's just, seeing Bailey out here again is fun. Except for that player there. You can finally see his superstar abilities, which might be my favorite part. Mallard is kind of, like I said, he adds something we didn't really have before, which I like. Yep, Ferguson is an X factor now. With grab and go after the catch too. Where would we be? Sometimes I think about it and I get sad. Because I just start thinking about where on earth would this team be without Ferguson. Ferguson is everything, everywhere, all at once. I can't run that against him.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Like, Bailey, elevate, my friend. Just keep getting better, Bailey. Just keep getting better. Throws like that are ridiculous. That was an unbelievable throw he just made right there. Over the top of the defense. Beautiful. Mallard, yep.
They'll set up to throw.
Ferguson, break. 4th and 2, okay.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Dot, Mallard, welcome to the team, buddy. Welcome to the team, Mallard. I love that. That was actually a great throw. Situationally, the pressure was coming. Had to get rid of it. That was a great read. Good throw. Go, Bailey. Yeah, nobody should catch it. Bailey is having a bit of a tougher start.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right.
Oh, I really feel like I want to go for this.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Got him. Shut up! Let's go, man! You bot! Get off my field. Horrible user by him. I think he didn't think I was going to throw it. And the reason he didn't think I was going to throw it is because it's a business throw. I have a punter at kicker. That's going to cost me. Make sure I change that. Do not let me not change that.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throw to the right. Hauled in by Addison. And he is out of bounds.
Okay.
For a nice pickup. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
Angles, guys. Drayton, both my rookies just took absolutely brutal angles to the ball.
They'll run with Dobbins. They'll try to run with Dobbins.
So close. There we go, Lamb. I had Lamb in that position year 1. I don't know if you guys remember with Spencer Rattler. I had Lamb in that position, and we really thrived in that. Like, it was really good. Throw up behind him. CD.
They're going to look to throw.
One juke. 2nd juke. 1st down.
And this
Last year, just so underutilized he was. Like, I don't know why. I just felt like I did not throw to him as much as he needed the ball. And Bailey is just on the money today. Good throw.
He'll look to throw.
Good job, Bailey.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
No, that's horrible. Hated that play call from the jump. Do we do it again? He gets ball at half now. I think we got appreciate the fact that we just had a good drive and just take our points.
Down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did?
Down, went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Let's not. Let's just not. Let's not do that, please. Holy moly, bailouts. You can't tell me that that is.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And a very few inches left. Dobbins running out of the gun.
Okay. Definitely not my greatest hits. He's gone.
Escaping the pressure right.
I have jukebox on him now. Didn't even really process that until just this second that he now has jukebox on him. I think we can also get routes for Ferguson soon.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
It's so unfortunate. Expected though. I know better. I'm smarter than that. Am I though? Trying to do too much with the guy who should have been MVP.
He'll drop to throw.
Box. Okay, 3 is fine, 7's not. Dang, man. I got way too confident with jukebox. Why am I juking with my quarterback? And he had a perfect play call for that. I sent my entire team hoping to throw him off, and he actually, to his credit, he had a really good counter play call. He's sure to lose. See, he's got to make a decision now, which is a positive in my mind. He at least is forced to make a decision. I'm going to use a parking. Come here, Princely. Good job, Princely. He's forced to make a decision. He can go for the win, or he can take 3. 3 means I got to get 7 to tie, but also means I can go for 2 to win. He's going for it. Nobody's surprised. Are you? If that's not the scaredest dude I've ever seen in my life, I've never seen anyone more scared. Don't think I'm trying to think. Have I ever seen in my entire life anyone more scared? I don't. No. No, I think this guy's the most scared. What a scared move. Holy, thank you though.
Can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the there he goes, right side. There he goes up the right sideline as they finally wrangle him out.
I guess I need to freaking get him some equipment. Somebody get that guy some like equipment because he's good.
Now back to throw.
I totally messed up. Oh, what are we doing, Brett? This is not good, and I hate it. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
Nice catch, Ferguson. Okay.
Situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Day late and $1 short, kid. Get a better user. Day late and $1 short. Good throw, Bailey. I think the shot, like the win is Ferguson in the back of the end zone.
Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket.
Man, His freaking ends are so good.
Percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another.
That was unconservative too, but I shouldn't have done that. Okay, that was a humbling situation for sure, QB-wise. I need to be less stupid. Okay, that's like you win the Super Bowl, you're second in MVP, you're on top of the world, #1 sold jersey in the history of football.
You look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball so important.
That's what that is. And this guy, isn't that smart? Because now...
They'll look to throw.
Okay, GG's, man. Okay, that's on me. That's 100% on me. I lost that game. Just doing too much with Bailey. He had a pretty good game, but like just the 2 fumbles. There's no reason for me to just run into a hit stick like this. Like right here, boom, pocket clears out. Right here, slide. Slide. You're on that hash. You have timeouts. All you gotta do here is slide. What do? I cut in.
I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months.
So dumb. Okay, GG's. We'll see you guys week 2. Not the start I wanted. Okay, I forgot to mention, Mazi Smith got his upgrade because he got a sack in that game, meaning we get 10,000 XP with him. Our schedule is kind of tough. I'm not going to pretend it's not. But 10,000 XP for the kid. He still has he's still like not a young defensive tackle, but I didn't really solve it in the draft. There's always you could always just not sign him and just, I kind of like to be proactive in those things, but you could always not sign him and figure it out. Let's talk re-sign real quick. Yeah, it's going to be an expensive year, but honestly, not too bad. We've done decent with our money. Trayvon is not asking for much, and neither is Vaughn. Yeah, no, we might actually be able to bring back Tyler Smith. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, week 2 going up against the most annoying opponent on planet Earth. But I like him. Good guy. But I would honestly, just the most frustrating opponent. Get 3 combined sacks and TFLs. If I do that, Mazi Smith becomes a superstar. It's not out of question considering the fact that he is like very talented. Drayton on the left side, I need him to do something, but it's not totally out of question that could happen. And if he went up to superstar, I would immediately pay him. Like he'd be worth, especially 26, 84 overall superstar. It'll be worth a lot. Okay, week 2, let's go. Go. Oh gosh.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Flushed out right.
That is not it.
They're going to try and throw.
Yes, Lamb, good throw. Okay, get our swag back. Honestly, the first game was a really big success passing the football. It was the running game that was so horrible. And just our clutch offense. And right now, Bailey's running into some problems. We're a lot less like good than we were last year.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
I am honestly, I gotta go and conservative. This is becoming. Yeah, 1 is something, 2 is something, 3 is like, okay, you gotta chill. I have to chill. Last year we weren't fumbling. This year we have fumbled every single time. Sophomore slump for the Super Bowl champion. Nope, you're a little short, bud. 4th and 2.
Hurts. Eluding the pressure right.
Yes, sir. Good job, rookie. Bo, well done, sir. Okay, you bailed us out. I'm so sick of fumbling. If I fumble again, I'm honestly, I'm going to break the monitor. If I fumble this ball again, I have to.
They're going to look to throw. And he can only manage
Okay,
to
I
get this
think
to the
there is
free throw
reason
line.
enough for
Well
a
short first.
this sophomore slump is kind of happening right now.
Now
I'm
they're
not
out there
playing well
again
at
to
all
try
at the
once
moment.
more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
That is a
Into
point.
a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by
Maybe
Antonio
it,
Johnson.
oh,
And the Eagles are going to have this
old
short
tricks
lead
aren't working like
as
they
they'll
used
take
to.
over. Now a handoff as they run left side.
Defense, get stops.
Give him 5 on the
Okay,
carry.
how do I...
Second down.
What am I doing so different? What am I doing so badly? Why am I struggling so much to move the ball? Do I got to go back to basics? Do I got to stop trying to juke everybody out with my quarterback? All of the above. Everything I just said, yes. But the defense is playing really, really, really well. Good job. Third down.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
There we go. Good job. Third down.
Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right.
He didn't go out or anything? That is that's what I get for dropping back Parsons.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Play action. Here's Hurts on the move.
Oh my gosh, the defense! Okay, just freaking move the ball, Brett, you meathead. Move the ball. Like, it's not rocket science. You don't have to be a genius. Just freaking score. Oh my goodness.
Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
That's a high percentage look. Good read, Brett. Good high percentage look. Ferguson, how on earth? First off, I just can't. I don't even think words can begin to thank you, Ferguson. But thank you. If I can just get through this week with a win, we're going to regroup completely. And that's his other problem. He's never made a lob pass in his entire career.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to float.
Bailey, if you overthrow that, and he almost did, like, how scary, like, love him. Best, cool, I love him. But man, oh man, he almost just overthrew that.
And the Cowboys will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Did he just freaking block my kick?
Here's Hurts to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Okay, one thing with the new guy, you can block him.
They'll look to throw again. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air, escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will fortune.
Yeah, at least it's 4th down. Is the clock going to run, though? He might be the type to go for this. TBH, I could see him going for this. Even though he gets the ball at half. He shouldn't, but I could kind of see it.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
You got greedy, kid. You got greedy, and now you get no points. Now you get no points.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Good hit. Oh my! I like clicking on and like running around with Micah because it's almost an instant hit stick every single time, and he's so fast.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for his running back, and he's got it.
First half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Complete. 2nd down, here's Hurts.
He's out. 3rd and 20K. With 3, even with everything going how it went, with this game kind of not flowing the way I wanted it to, if I hold him to 3, we could potentially sneak away with a win, which is incredibly important and quite honestly all I need. I don't want to be 0-2. So whatever we can do to try and secure this win, we have to do. And I think he got the route pass.
And he's brought down.
Oh, this is no pain for
He
me.
reaches the. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Yep. He's got a decision now. He can take.
Also a drive.
I'm curious if he's going to take 3 here or not.
Come away with 3 points here.
No, he's not. Okay, hey, red zone, dead zone. Our new secondary and our new DBs are proving to be very good.
They're going on 4th down with
I'm
Hurts.
stuck. I'm stuck. Doesn't matter though.
Dancing to his
Doesn't
left.
matter. Princely, have a day, please. Princely, have a day. Oh my gosh. Does he have? I think Princely has 2. Like 2 sacks, 2.5 maybe. Okay, year 3 for him might be the year. This run is done. Nobody is letting me do this run anymore. That run is. I need to find a new playbook for this season.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Make one of these throws. One of them in your life, and he does.
Take it in. It's complete.
That's a dot.
He'll drop to throw. He'll buy some time right.
Fleming. What a throw! Okay, I see you.
2 touchdowns on the season.
That was glorious.
And the Cowboys will add to their 4th.
I'm actually gonna go with a play that I don't that he expects that he shouldn't expect. Yep, got him. Well done. 14 zip should be 1-1. This was a good bounce back.
Throwing his Hurts.
Dayton, what in the?
Complete. Down the right sideline. Touchdown. Philadelphia.
No, he's in it.
Travis Kelce.
He is legitimately in this game. He's got 2 timeouts. So what in the world was that, Dayton?
Isaac Bruce. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving
There it is, baby. That's our first. I could have tried to stay in bounds, but you guys know how that works out. I fumble. I just know. I know that ends in a fumble, so I'm not doing it.
Eluding the pressure right.
Good read. Good throw.
Right side, it's laying. And some room to run.
Yep.
And he'll be taking.
and that one winds up incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
He doesn't have it. Oh, why did I do that?
Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring
Now it's telling me I have to punt. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. It was wide open, but I shouldn't have done it.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson.
Okay, just 3 deep it.
And the Eagles are going to take over.
That one I shouldn't have done either,
30-yard
realistically.
line. A CD, I know it's just
The play
his
before,
second year.
especially, there's no reason to throw the ball in that situation. That was a definite, just like, sit down, don't do any stupid spot, and I did something stupid.
Feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the back. Back to throw. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And he's
Thank you.
brought
Thank you.
down.
Thank you.
He
GG's.
reaches the 8-yard line.
Okay, I got what I deserved. That game shouldn't have been that close. This was the one that bugged me. 3rd and 12, I noticed it's cover 0, so I'm like, I know Fleming's going to win. So I'm just like lofting it up, crossing my fingers, and had him, and he overthrew him by 3 yards. That's what got me into the mess, but is what it is. GG's. Ladies and gentlemen, this has got to be, yep, 2 seasons it took. And the beginning of this year has been rough for everybody. 100% will hold him to under 100. It's the easiest. Always draft D linemen over outside linebackers. I've said that before, and I feel like some people have told me that they took that advice because they're just so much easier to get breakouts. With an outside linebacker, that same breakout, you need like to hold them to under like 150 passing. Anything rushing yards wise, your chances of a breakout just skyrocket completely. Rookie wise, I would say we've been fine. Our defense has been fine. Our offense has been okay. That would be kind of the way I'd put this. We've been like good, not great, but we got a chance to get him to star dev, and he's only 24 years old. So him as a star dev, we could be looking at like our, and I almost drafted one, but I was like, I got to give him one more season of playing just to see how good he can be. Through 2 weeks, our offense is meh, and we have a really tough schedule, as you can see. Our offense is actually hurting a little bit. So this is a big time game against Carolina to try and get back at it.
2nd and 14.
Dot Ferguson. Yep. Perfect throw. 1 for 1, 32 yards. Absolutely perfect throw. Let's see if I can throw this to CD Lamb. Just requires time, honestly.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Oh, I messed up the click on. That was a good read. I just messed up the click on.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
That was really good blitz timing by him. Just pushed me back completely. The only thing I could think, I gotta use user to go to Vaughn, and I gotta try and throw it to. Oh wow!
That's to his running back, complete.
Good job, Vaughn. Good job, Vaughn. As I said, that play I had to get his user to go to Vaughn. He is giving us a lot of trouble in his pass rush right now.
On play action, they'll throw.
Dot.
That is caught.
Dot. Good throw. 3 for 4, 78 yards.
13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Being chased out left.
Bro, how many times am I going to fumble? This is actually getting painful.
Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
I love him. Matthews, the most cheated, like, should have been a superstar last year. The new leader of the defense. 7's up.
Young now.
Dang, perfectly thrown ball. That was a perfectly thrown ball. I give him 100% credit where it's due on that one.
Now Young.
Got him. Welcome to the team, Drayton. Welcome to the team, Drayton. There it is. Okay. Oh, how do we score? There's got to be a way. But right now, we're just not. We're not doing it. But defense, way better than last year.
Fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly, they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense.
There we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. We're now a 3rd down and 8.
I think we're going to get a playbook change. I don't think I'm... it's not that I don't think. I know I'm struggling. So, this is just... You know, I'm not going to win a Super Bowl like this. So, I need a playbook change. I got to figure out a way to clean up this offense and just get better because we're fighting it at the moment.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
If nothing else, there will be a few stern talking tos, that's for sure.
Snuggie.
Can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Thank gosh for our defense right now. Okay. I gotta stop doing that. I really gotta start sliding.
To the air once more, Young. That's out to the flat for Akers. And looking to throw, Young.
Dayton.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Okay, don't worry about the QB position. Don't stress. If you're mad about the fumbles, be mad. You can be. But let's talk about him. That's 2 picks. We may have found something at corner. We really may have found something.
Now Young.
Good throw. That's an unfortunate call. That is a me decision, but if it was me, I would have fumbled.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
That's a dot. That's a dot. I like that. Passing game's been pretty decent. Like, if we omit the fumbles, the passing game's all right.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That ain't it.
Now Young now from the 50. Throwing left side. A second down throw for Young. That's into the hands of Akers. It's 1st and 10.
Dang, good throw. Okay. Don't fumble and just win. Don't fumble and win.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He finds his man complete.
Jake. That should pretty much do it. That should pretty much do it. How we're winning is a testament to how good our defense is. Now, playbook-wise, for the remainder of the season, we're going to be switching it up. You won't see this same playbook. It's got to go. It just has to go. It's not working. It's clearly not working, and I'm willing to admit when something is like stale in this offense. It was great last year. It's stale.
Different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware.
Dot, nice catch, Ferguson. GG's, man. GG's. Okay. Made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. We made it. Somehow we are about to be 2-1. GG's. Mic check and go. Okay, so I think we should get our Princely breakout. Our defense was really good. This was the issue. 2 more fumbles. But our defense, this is what I love to see. Jacoby Drayton and Jacoby Matthews had a great game. Let's go see. I think we got the breakout with Princely. Okay, so Olu's going to have an upgrade after the fact. I don't think he got 100 yards. I'm almost certain. But I just don't know what playbook. I think running gun, I can run for a lot of yards with a QB, and it kind of would be good for him as well. It's got a little bit of different stuff. I think it could be effective. This is big. Princely getting star dev. I've kind of waited 2 or 3 years for that. He's got the size to become a beast. He's not a rookie, so he's like been getting better over the last 2 years. And he's an 80 overall speed rusher. And I've always thought his like 88 finesse moves with 90 acceleration. Like, the guy has potential to be insane. He's a big part of this defensive line. Okay, new playbook next week. It's very needed. Okay, weekly award. The team is buzzing. Drayton, Ferguson, everybody. Except for the guy who was our fan favorite. And he's got a QB1 check-in. I'm going to give you guys a stat check of the entire year. We're throwing for more yards, actually. Last year at the beginning, we were throwing for like 100 yards a game. We were a complete dumpster fire in terms of just like how we were averaging like 100 throwing yards a game. We won the Super Bowl with like 100 yards throwing. Like, it's something that we need to get better at. I can own the fact that's a problem. Let's find a solution. Our schedule is a gauntlet. All of these guys that we're playing are solid players. There hasn't been an easy game so far. I'm rushing the Sims because this guy is ready to play. And I am so hungry, it's not even funny. Gonna break the third wall a little bit. I record these every single morning, so at times I get hungry. Wow, I need to run with Vaughn more. But Edwards is the one getting all the carry. Like, Edward, wow. Voice crack of the century. Ferguson again, Lamb. But like I said, we're going to change things up this game. Princely's leading the team, and then Jacoby Drayton. Let's go. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, new playbook, new us. New year, new me. No fumbling. No fumbling. See? It's done. I don't fumble anymore. I love that. Good play. I want to give a shout out to him for that, because that was... Some people would have fumbled that. Me? No. Bailey? No. Bailey's not that type. Okay, so far, new offense, new me. We're having a bit of a tough start, but I still believe in the new offense, new me thing. New offense, new me, man. New offense, new me. Good throw. I like that a lot.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
I like that Mallard a lot, actually. I like that a lot. I'm trying to go more of a spread offense, because that's the type of stuff that can really, like, mess with someone who doesn't face it a whole lot. Like, stuff like this. People don't run that anymore. Like, who's out here running that? Nobody. Just me now. Nobody runs that. So, I'm going to try and be a little bit different. We're going to try and just step up in the pocket. Holy moly. Fashani, what are you... Dude, dude's finishing his drop back. Quarterback's already on the ground. If you don't make that throw, Bang! Good job, Mallard. Good job, Mallard.
Out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got
Purdy looking to throw.
Come on, that's fun. That's fun. Good throw.
And he'll be
Shoot.
out of the gun, Purdy.
Good throw.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Purdy now to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
That's crazy read. I did not think he was going to throw. I thought he was going to run.
In the end zone,
That was a really good read. Shoot. Good one.
last time out for this offense.
Uh-oh. Guys, we might have our first successful run of the year. And it's not even that great. Okay, it's going to happen. We're going to get, like, you don't just randomly rush for 1,300 yards and then proceed to rush for absolutely nothing the next year. That's just not how this game works. We're going to figure it out. Power option sucks.
They go back to Cadet. Here's the run.
He's short. Come on.
Keep working toward that end zone.
4th and goal.
Receiver in motion left. Eluding the pressure right. A second down throw for Purdy.
Come here. Good job, Micah.
It's 3rd and very long. Now Purdy.
You good, bro? You see him? If you didn't see him, you can say so. Just let me know if on your screen if Matthews was right there. Let's go. Okay. Brett, score, my friend. Score, score, score.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Yo, our first successful run of the season. Our first successful run. That might be a run. That might be a run right there. Dance. Dance, Bailey. That we had 40 of those by this time last season. Okay, defense. One more stop. We can win this thing. One more stop.
Back to the air on second down, Purdy.
Princely. Princely, continue your season. Go be the next Micah Parsons. I love stories like this. A third-year guy who just happens to now be unstoppable.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal.
Yo, I'm like so close with Matthews on that.
Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's good.
Oh, new safety guy. You got to make that. Mazzie Smith, well done. You don't realize how, well, you actually probably do realize how tough that was.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Did he just barely get it?
Looking to throw. Purdy.
Look at, dude, he's good. He's very good at football. I like him a lot. Well, that's, I thought I was burnt.
Purdy to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
Okay, one first down at a time, honestly.
He'll look to throw.
Fleming, you're just stupidly underrated, Fleming. You are stupidly, criminally underrated on this team.
He's back to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Whoa, what?
Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with
The
just one
clock?
remaining in this
No
fourth
way,
play.
the clock.
Here's 1st and 10.
It's hard to not feel a little cheated. How was he not out of bounds, though? That is what I cannot figure out. How was he not out of bounds?
Back to throw.
Oh, that's it.
Complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I thought for sure he was out of bounds.
when you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
I like that read. Oh, gosh.
And knocked it free.
Now a second
I'm sick about that. I really am.
It's incomplete. And now time for
I would have bet
one
anything
final
that he was
play
out of
that
bounds
has to
there.
be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to
He's
see what they
blitzing
call,
everybody
but
on you.
want to get
He's
it to your
blitzing
best
everybody,
player.
isn't he?
Sometimes you have to do it by
What do you
formation.
do
Move
with that?
everyone to
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. With zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Gotta admit that was gross.
Critical extra point.
You gotta admit that. Okay, I see you. Oh, that was a good read. Okay, now we got a 50-50 chance to win this game. Realistically, a 50-50 chance. That read, probably one of my favorites of the entire series. That throw to Lamb, the situation, that was a dog.
sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game. 2nd and 7, whatever. Look at that play sheet saying, if we can't what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Is that okay? Clip that throw, please. Bailey, that was kind of insane. Bailey, that was maybe my favorite throw. Second favorite throw he's ever made, behind the one we made 2 seconds ago. Okay, we can technically, if we don't score, we can clock this thing out. That's the nice thing.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Back to throw again.
He missed him. He missed him. Bailey missed him. How on earth did he make those other throws and miss that throw? I don't understand.
They'll look to throw again.
I see your man covers and I raise you. GG's, go home, bud. That was really good. I saw he was blitzing the league because I have threat detector. And because I noticed that, I made a really quick decision.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Let's just run. He's only got one time. If I run, I can just take 3 GG's.
9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Potential game winner.
And Aubrey's got it.
And his kick
GG's,
is
guys. Bailey, that was
and they have regained the lead.
clutch. That throw before the end of it, that was actually a really good throwing performance by him. This throw right here, step up in the pocket, game on the line, money on the line. That was it.
The head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the
And then 4th and 5, blitz
Split on the
coming.
road,
See how
won't
close
be in the
that pressure
playoffs.
is gone,
That's why
out of his
winning on
hand.
home field is vital.
Perfect. This throw, 2nd and 5. Look at him. Looking that way, throws it, no look, dead eyes it. That, my friends, is a GG. 3-1. We're going to be all right. Ladies and gentlemen, boom, fellas. Week 5. And who's this? Like, honestly, everything's kind of... Bo. This is the weird things that happen. Bo Falk. He is the rookie that we drafted with the 1st round pick. His overall was really good, but he was bronze development. Now we have a chance very early in the season to get his development to star dev, which makes, if you don't watch these videos a lot, you might not realize how much of a difference that makes long-term development-wise, everything-wise. Harrison Bailey, is this shirt? No. Harrison Bailey's going to get another upgrade, 83 overall, +3 awareness, +1 short accuracy. I don't know if the offense I ran last game was the move. It was fine, and I think I'm going to do it again, but like I can't really say it was like unstoppable by any means. Like I still feel a little bit uncomfortable on offense, and that worries me. And you're not going to win in the playoffs in these leagues. If any part of you is worried about, and I think my passing stats are good. Like we've had a really good passing year, but we ran for 1,300 yards with him last season. Just process that. 1,300 yards rushing with him last year. And like this year, bro, I honestly think I have like -7. Like it's been horrible. But the good thing is the season's alive. It's not like we've lost every single game. The season's fine. We're 5 touchdowns to 2 picks. I'm running more with Edwards. Vaughn I need to get him the ball more. He's been good in the receiving game. Lamb's playing good. And defensively, we're buzzing. Like, defensively, we're really, really, really good. So, let's do everything we can. We got Princely up to star. Let's try and get Bo Falk up to star and just continue to build this defense. Oh, my gosh. We just can't this season. We really can't. It is a legitimate issue. People are just keying in on him as a. It's kind of like a Lamar situation where at this point in his career he's had so much success that people are now just so aware. Guys, did I just no? Freaking CD Lamb. Oh my gosh. I just love him. I really do. I don't think he's got a read defender here. Keep this and you're gone. Yeah, no, I handed that off in a heartbeat. I can't keep taking sacks. That's on my list of things to not do. Stop taking stupid sacks. I think Fleming bumped into the safety. Oh, goodness.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf.
Okay, let's dance. Shoot. On that play that I ran, I really thought I had that post. He kind of sort of bumped into him. Go Lamb. Oh my gosh. Have a day, CD. Okay, can you score this time? Oh my goodness. I'm not on the same play. I'm not on the same play. Dude, CD Lamb is just, okay, underutilized last season. With all the things that went well last year, the one major mistake that I made, I think, was that CD Lamb was not like a huge part of the offense. I got to get him a good season. He's going to want to trade if I don't. We got to make him better. Come here. That's good defense. Pressure's coming in. I have to try and do everything to get this breakout with Bo Falk. And I think he's struggling more with the blitz than you might think. I think I'm going to put Falk on Metcalf. Oh, gosh. Good throw. Shoot, I had to kind of play the short route. Dang it.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw out wide to Walker. 3. Again, Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball.
Yo, Drayton is just being... Like, everybody in the stadium knew he was throwing that.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns.
Everybody. Every single person.
They're going to look to throw.
Go.
Eluding the pressure right.
There it is. That's his best run of the year. That might be the best run in, like, how many games have we played so far? That's our best run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Continue. Here's another one. On 1st down, Fields. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 short.
How I would throw it again. I'd throw the same ball again. I just didn't realize maybe it was Woolen. I think that was part of my issue. That's tough.
Fields now to throw. Flushed out right.
What happens now with these quarterbacks who can move? Defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he will score.
Okay, let's do it. Ah, this is not great.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Yo. Oh my gosh. Sophomore slump of the century going on right now. And I think, truthfully, I think he gets ball at half. Scary thing is I'm almost certain he's going to get ball at half here. I feel like I don't have much choice at this point. Got to try and take a little bit of a risk. We've played bad. I've put myself into this really bad situation, but either way, he seems like the type who would go for it. So we'll cut the field in half, give myself a chance, and hopefully play a little bit of defense. But yeah, I gotta admit, this is poor play on my part. Really, really, really bad.
Now it's Fields. And Walker has it. A shotgun snap, Fields.
Bolden almost got the animation. That was super close to him getting it.
On 2nd and 10, Fields.
That's a horrible read. Can you run? Go Matthews, please. Our offense, we do not want on the field. Like I said, cut the field in half. Thank you. Okay. Now we kick it. We play defense. Really, the only thing he's had is that streak to Metcalf. So even if it's not pretty, like even if my stats suck, I want to win. The end of the day, this is about making this a dynasty. I want to win.
To throw is Fields.
Okay, so my I just realized that my recording wasn't recording audio or anything. So you guys missed out on a couple plays, but essentially we're in a 4th and 2 situation. I'm trying to lurk him to throw to DK.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
There's got to be like a support group for people who give up big plays against freaking Z stop and go. Oh my gosh.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after
that is a crazy play call, but
Seattle, Washington.
I can't diss it because it worked.
They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final pull. Sticking with Walker on
Okay,
2nd down.
he's going to clock us, which tells me that he might be comfortable with 3 points, or he might be comfortable to do something stupid.
3rd and long, it's Fields.
Yep. What did I say? He might be comfortable to do something stupid. Absolutely. Okay. I would have thrown the same ball to Metcalf, but that was a bad thrown ball by Fields where Metcalf didn't even have a chance. Okay, now we can run this. Go, Vaughn.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point,
Do we clock this out? That's $1 million question. We've won games like this year. Yeah, I think we do. I think we try and make this the last possession and play for overtime. Hey, if someone's gonna make dumb decisions, it's not my problem. All I gotta do is take advantage of it. 2-minute warning. Cool. Okay, we got a chance. Don't go out of bounds. So I think that was important to me in that situation is that he doesn't go out of bounds, so that I can continue to try and end this game without giving my opponent any time.
he's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. They'll look to throw. He is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
We're gonna take this to OT. Holy schmoly. Man, oh man. Okay, tough game for him. But now, like, that was money. 11 seconds left. I couldn't have done that better because that doesn't really give him time to get anything done here. That's the thing. Like, he would need a miracle probably to score, and especially if he runs this out. Yeah, if he runs this out, it should be game. Okay, we're going to OT, fellas. Win the toss. He won. Okay, he gets ball first. He's going to try and clock us, but I don't think he's that impressive. So I don't think it's out of question that we can get a stop. I have confidence that we can get him off the field here and win this game. It's not going to be easy, but I think it's definitely doable. Surprise! Surprise! Do we score? Freaking prize, bot. I'm here. Oh my gosh. Look at this lurk. Oh, that's open. That's open. Throw it, Fields. Shoo! Oh, he's come. Look at him. Look at him. He's running with the drag. I got him. 10-yard completion. Shoo! No. Guys, love the defense right now. I love this defense. I don't think we're going to get that breakout, but we are having a stellar crunch time defense season, and our defensive draft that we did is proving to be paying dividends at this point. Jacoby Matthews gets an upgrade. We're 4-1. It's a disgusting 4-1. I don't even know if anyone on offense, other than maybe CeeDee Lamb, is having a good year. But Bailey, when it matters most, the kid is playing football better than anybody else. 4-1. And now we got a big-time divisional game against the 4-0 Commanders. I am shook by that game. Bo Falk, I did all I could, but hey, a win's a win. Guys, weekly award. It's not Harrison Bailey. It's Matthews. And Matthews, like, if not last year, this year, we will see for sure in the offseason. We'll for sure. I can't talk. Hopefully see him get a breakout or something. He's been really good. Like, a super good user for us. 8 picks, already 4 picks. And as I said, the defense is just way better this year. Like, having Princely with 3.5 sacks. I would say, as a whole, we're just playing better in every aspect of the game, minus the offensive aspect. So not every aspect is incorrect. I lied. It's not every. We are playing good in 90% of the aspects of the game. But the biggest one that we suck is our offense. And I need to get it figured out. You see me? I'm annoyed. I'm stressed. I'm trying to figure this thing out. I think we're getting closer. I felt like last game was closer. I made a couple dumb throws. But it wasn't like it was like blatant, stupid reads or anything like that. Now, I'm considering trying Jets playbook. I think they have a couple read options and some like really creative things that we could do with Bailey. As well as if I just wanted, for example, if I wanted Bailey to just go crazy in the passing game, that's something too. Like I could really commit. I can match up nightmare with him too. He's so good. I could just try and commit completely to Bailey having a really good passing season and like working on that aspect of his game rather than focusing so much on the running aspect and then watching him fumble 30 times a game. Either way, we're 4-1. Let's go.
Talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because
you're good. Go Bailey, go Bailey. There it is.
Last play is typical what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
He'll be out of bounds after getting
I like that. That's a good play. I need to get more into just throwing those throws. Like right now, every single game's been stressful at the end. And that's not really the way I want to play this season. Oof, that could have been a touchdown. Shoot, somebody missed a block or something. That so easily could have been a big time touchdown right there. I think I can throw this to Mallard on the outside. Oh, wow. Yep. You're good. Go, Ferguson. Go, Ferguson. Okay, 2 for 5, 44 yards. Score on the first drive, bro, and just make everything easier. Just make everything that much easier by scoring on the first drive. We don't want to continue to see overtime. Mallard, you might be gone, my friend.
On the ground with Vaughn. And he is into the end zone.
Good opener. Well done, Vaughn. Good drive, good throws, simple passes. Our defense is elite. Let our defense be elite and win games.
Throwing it Terry McLaurin's way. Coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite.
Poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted.
It has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears.
We're simplifying the game today. We are simplifying the game. Jet sweeps back to just literal, old school, fundamental football. Like, no more overthinking, no more anything. We're just going to win games. We're just going to focus on, you got to put me first. Oh, I missed that.
You got to cash in and get some points.
Buying time to his left. going to back him up almost a full
Hate
10
everything
yards.
right
It's
there,
going to
just
be a
did.
loss of 9 officially.
My initial read was, and I had a feeling it was,
2
man,
minutes
my
on the
initial
clock,
read was
second quarter,
left side.
7-0 ball game.
And I should have stuck with it. That was what I was initially
4th and
thinking was
15,
going to
but
be
the
open.
offense is back to throw.
Dot. Nice catch, Mallard. That's beautiful. That was beautiful.
And they convert in style right there. A big play.
I liked that a lot. That might be my favorite throw of the day so far.
Looking to throw.
Day late and $1 short, kid.
Find Lamb. That's
Day late and $1 short. Do we
first
clock him one of
down as
them?
they get into
He's bringing the
field
time
goal
out.
range as well, down at the 7.
Divisional game, I feel like we prioritize being a little bit smart here.
As the stoppage will come with a
We
little under a minute to
run,
go
trying to take
in
those
this first
timeouts.
half.
Okay, this situation is... This is like it's a completion or you throw it out of bounds. There's no... Or no, it's a completion or you take a sack, which shouldn't be difficult because we do that all the time.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pressure, and they got to
Take
it.
40 seconds off the clock. Take 3. I'm content with that half. Defense has been playing unbelievable all year.
4th down.
Be smart. Take our 3.
See what adjustments this offense made in the locker room.
Yo, whoa, that was unexpected.
Offensively,
I thought for sure that's a cool play though. I like that he did that.
change here in
Sometimes I just see plays in the game that even if they're against me, if I think they're kind of creative,
Exactly that, because
I'm jealous of.
guys, the stop troops
Good job, Matthews. You're a stud.
is up for a comeback here in this half.
A throw over the middle, taken in. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to
Come here.
throw. Complete.
Boom! I got warped out of it.
5 yards here, 5 on the
Shoot, I had him and I got warped out of it. Micah, you're insane. Yep.
gun.
3rd and 4.
It's some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
He's got his target. That's complete.
That RPO is actually good.
Touchdown.
Okay, now we got a big drive. That RPO is actually kind of good.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Steps away to his left. One of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over at the...
Does its job. They're making their move.
Nowhere
Come
to
here.
go. He lost
Thank
the
you.
football. Oh, and one of
You
the
gotta
linebackers
be
on the
kidding me.
outside has got
You
it.
gotta be
So
kidding me.
2nd and long, and gotta be careful not to fall
Oh,
out of field goal
that's
range.
frustrating.
Here's a
Dude,
handoff.
Princely is a stud. Princely is kind of developing into a stud. In front of our eyes, Princely has become maybe my favorite player this year. And that is a bit of a shock.
Back to throw here. He's got his big tight end fan.
Oh, he's short, 4th down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't
I
get
imagine he's going to take 3 here on 4th and 13. He might not. I could see him going for it. It's not out of question. But I think, yeah, he's going to take 3. Okay, that gives us a money drive.
Here we go. Maybe the biggest kick
Don't
of the
fumble,
game
make
for
good
coming.
reads.
This will be from 49 yards out.
Him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. The defense did
Harrison,
their
I want
job.
that throwback. I want that throwback.
About it because
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just
Okay.
no chance
I really
of
shot
turning
myself
the
in the
corner.
foot.
He can only get back
Like,
to the line of scrimmage.
badly shot
2nd
myself in
and
the
10
foot
coming
here.
up. They do to get closer now on 3rd down.
Thank you. It's funny when people just do the same thing over and over because it works once and not realize that there are adjustments to when you come out in the exact same thing every single time. There's adjustments for that. And you learn the hard way. Yeah, that's a cool RPO that you're running, Drake May. I love it. I'm a fan. I even said it was cool. But if you think I'm not going to adjust to it and you think I'm going to just let you continue to run it, that is where you're wrong.
mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to the sidelines to the
What does he have for
10.
timeouts left?
That's what we're used to
2.
seeing from him.
And I was out of bounds. We got to prioritize scoring here. I don't think I can take all the clock down. Just try and score.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
That drag to Ferguson should be wide open.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side.
Perfect. Take a knee.
And just shy of
Perfect. Take a knee and win the
He's
game.
out of bounds right at the one.
Yeah. Take a knee, win the game. 3 knees, field goal. GG's in the chat, fellas. Hey. Boom! Come on. We are clutch this season. Oh my goodness, we are clutch this season, and I love it. I love it. Literally going out at the one won us that game. Shout out to Ferguson. Shout out to Ferguson. Now, the bigger issue with this entire thing is the elephant in the room is our stats are horrible and we're playing horrible. I've tried a bunch of different playbooks to try and sort this out. But I feel like I gotta just prioritize the passing with Bailey. I can't afford to have a bad season. So even though we're winning, I think I gotta prioritize going back to some basics and trying to run the ball a little bit. If I have time in the pocket, I just don't have the same time I did when I had Tyrone Smith. And I've personally noticed a huge change since Tyrone Smith's not been here, and then not in a good way. Like, it makes me a little worried for if Quentin Nelson ever leaves. Let's talk to Trayvon Diggs. It's funny he wants a 1-year contract. I'd rather go 3, personally. Yeah, Trayvon actually was a lot cheaper than I expected. Vaughn is another one who is a lot cheaper than expected. Well, actually, it looks like he needs a little more money. Tyler Smith is the one that's you're not paying. Like, I love him, but like, can you afford to pay a guard $26 million a year? That's why I'm glad I drafted that center. Honestly, I think that was so necessary because, like, dude wants how much? That's a ridiculous amount for him to want. So, hey, it hasn't been good at all, but we're 5-1. I'll take it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, week 7 going up against the 4-2 Giants who are having a better year this year. Drayton, I think, has 3 picks or something. I think this game I'm going to go back. Well, I think I'm going to go back to kind of basics in terms of the scheme that I was running. I think we might go back to our original scheme because this guy did a really good job against the kind of read option madness that we were trying. Drayton just got +1 speed. That's actually really, 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 really good. Okay. Hey, as long as we win, nothing else matters. Let's go.
The key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards.
3 of those. Bro, he's my favorite user ever. I need to start drafting safeties. It's like, I always thought my user was bad. No, my user's good. I just had slow, like last year, I used 80 overall. No, the first year I used Bolden. Like, obviously I sucked.
They'll set up to throw.
Good job, Bailey.
You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more.
And the giant rush.
I really, really took for granted last season how good my line was, and I feel like I play a certain way with the expectation that my line is always going to just give me this crazy amount of time. And that's just simply not the case. Like, we can still throw dots like that. But last year, I would sit in the pocket and just laugh as people would try and get me. We really can't do that anymore. Oh, I love that throw. I love that throw. Good job, Bailey.
Reception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. And his first throw of the game.
Oh, good tackle.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll look to throw.
Good job, Micah.
They'll look to throw.
I'm on that.
Throwing. They'll look to throw here.
Dude.
Oh, and his early struggles continue.
That's a horrible read. That one was a... This guy is not good against me. I don't know if he might be decent, but man, oh man, against me, he's horrible.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man.
Good job.
It's Vaughn. And he will have
This is a much better passing game, I'll say that. I feel much more comfortable.
They'll look to throw again. chased out left.
Yep. There we go. I like that.
They'll drop to throw.
Dot.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come.
Oh.
You have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be.
Bro, we are kind of buzzing right now, defensively. Like, defensively, we're going a little bit crazy. That's the rookie, too. So, the more stats he gets, he was also a first-round pick. The more these guys, if they continue to play like this, we're going to, like, the future is bright defensively.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive.
Go to the edge, Bailey. There we go, Bailey. Okay, 14.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together.
Oh my gosh. Bro, we are absolutely cold right now.
And his guys are going to take over.
Good job. Okay, we might just run away with the #1. We might have the #1 defense in the league this year, which would be really freaking awesome if we did.
Now on 1st and 10.
I'm going to try and roll out and throw this to Lamb.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
That's a good throw. That's a really good throw. I love that. That was like slightly overthrown, but it ended up exactly where it needed to be. Well done, Harrison. Boom, 21 zip.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, can we get this guy a breakout, please? I can't. Like, wow, he's good. Wow, he's good.
He'll drop to throw.
Yep. Good job, Vaughn.
Back to throw again. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And they'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
Bro, he just keeps throwing at Matthews. He just keeps throwing at Matthews. I don't know if he saw my user and was like, that's the read. I don't know why he did that, but he did it.
Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
There we go, Lamb.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
That's a good read. That, even though this game's been bad, that was excellent. That was perfectly thrown. Exactly where that ball needed to be.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
Good job, Ferguson. The pick numbers are what's kind of getting to me the most. I hate throwing a lot of interceptions. And I know that's going to go away, but I don't like stat-wise how this year's went at all. Yeah, this is a touchdown. Thank you for picking it up.
Blowout material. Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Deontay here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're
Bro, the rookie got another one. This guy is horrible on offense. Oh my gosh. I don't know if the pressure, the blitz, what it is, this is bad.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And down it. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Yeah. Okay. GG's, dude. It's cooked. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, weekly award. It should be Matthews. Yeah, 3 interceptions for Matthews. For sure at the end of the year, Matthews, hopefully, like, he's got 7 interceptions already, and that's only going to go up. Drayton's another one that I feel like we got to key in on the defensive side. Defense wins championships at the end of the day, and last year our defense sucked. This year our offense sucks, and our defense is #1 in every category. So our offensive points per game, 24th, 28th, and 32nd. Defense, number one. Get the best defense in the league. Worst offense in the league. That's not necessarily where I want to be, but that also wins. You know, that equally wins championships to just like being really, really, really good on defense. I think that there's an argument that wins more championships. And I'm happy with the way we've played in some ways, not offensively, but our interception numbers are really, really, really good. 7 for him, 3. Sack numbers, Princely has 5. Like, I would say this is a big time success. I'm going to go back to the Bears offense. I don't know if it'll work. I can't promise you it will, but at one point it was beautiful. So I'm going to try and get it back.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Good run. I like that play, Bailey. I like that run a lot.
I mean, they're facing a team that is working.
Throw it out. Okay, we're going to get more creative. Like, that's 100% my plan, is we are going to get significantly more creative with our play calling and get back to what we do, which is win. We're going to get back to that. Had a tough go. Had a really, really, really tough go. But I don't think it's crazy to think that we can get back to this. This is what we do! That's what we do on this team. Where has this been? You know what it is? I feel like it's the tight end. Okay, I think I know what I've been doing wrong. I think I know what I need to do.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. They'll look to throw here. Sliding out of the pocket.
That's... Whoa, what's the call there?
For the moment, it's a touchdown, but
offensive pass interference? I am offended that you would call that. What? How on earth? Shoot. Okay. Is what it is. Dang.
They'll look to throw. And this one in fence. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown.
I like that read. This is the scheme. Trust it, Brett. I don't know why I kind of got out of it. I don't know. It was the first 2 games. I fumbled so many times that I was like, I got to just... But you know what? This works. This works. Bailey's a stud. We will be fine. Everything's going to be fine. We're going to get this offense back to number 1. I got a whole half of a season to do it. That's hilarious that they drafted. Why is that funny? Blake Corum. It's funny because I drafted him too.
He's an open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
I just really pieced together in my head we're playing against Dak Prescott right now. That's interesting.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Ahead.
Shoot. Yeah, he's got it. Make a tackle. Well done. 5, like both the safety and the DB that I drafted could not be working better. Like, truly. They both have a lot of picks. And one of them's had a breakout chance. The other one should have a breakout chance. One of them star. The other one will almost certainly, Falk will pretty much certainly go up to star in the offseason. Like, I think we did well here. He's got me. Good job.
On play action, they'll throw, eluding the pressure right.
Oh my! He's back. Bailey is back, everybody. Bailey is back. Good throw. I love that. Was on the run, right on the money. I had been missing those the first few weeks. Like, not only missing them, like missing them badly.
On it and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Able to hit his target low. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep him at the end zone.
And he's from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's blind quick. And they spike it here. That was 4th down. So they spike it on 4th
Good
down.
spike, Brett. You freaking moron. Oh my gosh.
Able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. There sneaking in and making a big play in the backfield.
What? What? That is yet to happen. Oh, that is yet to happen. Shoot.
Coming up and making the big time play.
It's the running back. I knew it.
This one swung out to Williams.
I don't know. Yeah, you didn't. That's on me.
It's a Rams
You can't leave the run in a situation like that. That's just rule number one. Don't leave the running back wide open. That should be self-explanatory. Like, don't spike the ball on 4th down. Self-explanatory stuff. Number 1 defense in the league, everybody. Boom! The number 1 defense in the league. Okay. That C-row be open.
2nd and 13.
Just throw that. That works for me if it works for you guys.
They'll set up to throw.
That's a dot. I love that throw. Sit.
Find the open man. That's complete.
That was clutch too. And like, those are my favorite throws in situations like that when it's like so needed and he has to be dead accurate. I find he is.
Flushed out right. Back to throw. Rolling to his right.
Go. Go. Got him. Okay. Defense. 1 stop. This is GG's. 2:54 left. His offense with Prescott's actually been pretty decent. 1 stop. GG's.
To the air again, Prescott.
Bland. Best DB in the freaking league. If they don't give him an upgrade, I don't know. I don't know what else. They got to give him an upgrade.
On the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Really?
That is intercepted. And the Rams will. Now Prescott. He's got it. Now Dak. That's to Emmanuel.
Football player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
No way.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Now the Cowboys going to burn the
Timeout, and then see, I almost let him score, but
got 2 more to use.
people sometimes suck in these situations.
The yardage they needed there, picked up the first down.
And you gotta just give yourself the benefit of the doubt that he will be bad in these situations. I personally am bad in these situations. This is a screen. This is a smoke screen. Alright, so. Never mind. He's not bad in this situation. Okay. Oh my goodness. Money drive, everybody. Unless, oh man, he's about to go for it.
To throw, Prescott. And it is caught. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Okay, timeout. Don't spike or anything, guys.
45 at the 44.
Don't do anything stupid. Don't spike. I like that throw a lot that we just made. Fleming might have a touchdown here, actually. You might be able to go top to Fleming.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he
Didn't throw it unsuccessfully.
finds his
Literally, I'm choking.
This is going
I don't know if I can kick this. I honestly don't know if I can kick
to
this.
look to throw. That is
CeeDee Lamb, there might be a world where I deserve you on this team, but it's just, I just don't know. This whole season, bro, I just find a way to win. It does not matter if it's pretty, if everyone, it does not matter. Dude, we just win games. Simple as that. Unless I missed this kick, because ice kicks have been ridiculously early. I missed it, I think. No, we're good.
And his kick is indeed good, and they have taken the
CeeDee
lead
Lamb,
in the fourth
thank you. Bailey, I'm mad at you for the miss, but the QB run game did look better today. 185 passing, 82 on the ground. But not happy with the miss. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. Okay, so I just realized, and I kind of forgot to address it at the beginning. I don't know, is he still on my team? Bro. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? I'm going to edit his, like, this is Jerry Rice's son. Why? This is Jerry Rice's son. I'm going to play him. He's really freaking good. I just, thanks to the comments for finally noticing. Okay, his equipment is not good, but maybe this is what we need to get our pass game going. I don't know. Okay, so I decided to give him number 80. And like, we have the worst offense in the league right now. So it's not like we can't take a chance. I gave him number 80. 6 foot. Dude, he's good. Why am I dumb? Why am I so dumb? Oh my gosh. This is the only thing that I need a little bit of forgiveness on this for. I'm not American, so I don't watch college football. So I didn't know about him. I'm honestly gonna make him the number 2 receiver. Let's go make Brendan Rice the best receiver in the league. Mid-season twist. The twist you didn't expect. Honestly, we kind of need it. Like, we have been struggling a little bit. So we sort of need holy moly. Man, oh man. Whew. Sort of need a miracle here. Okay, I'm good. Also, Harrison Bailey is almost to an 85 overall. Despite his stats sucking, he's still progressing very fast, which I love. That to me has been my favorite thing about him, is that he's just like, even though it doesn't seem like he's doing very good, he's still getting better every single week. Rice is going to get his debut here. So buckle up. I know you people were mad about it. Timestamp this for the other people, but it's time.
Jackson looking to throw right away. It's a short one here.
Okay, I am very excited for the Brendan Rice debut here. I am very, very, very excited for this.
On third down, Jackson.
Good job, Princely. Oh, it's 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
You don't have it, and he does. Oh my gosh.
Bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB.
Got him.
Moving to the top 5.
Good job.
4th down, here's Jackson.
You good, bro? Do you know who that is? If not, it's okay. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Are you aware of who that is? Bland. Okay, debut. The storyline of Rice is also very good because you got to remember, he's been sitting on the bench. He just took a hit. He's been sitting on the bench for now 2 years. 2 years he sat on the bench. This is his moment. This is absolutely his moment. Brendan Rice. Brendan Rice, go. That's an angry guy. That is an angry guy. Good play, my friend.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm gone. Yeah, we're buzzing now. We're buzzing now. I like that.
They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right.
Dot. 7-zip.
But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come play.
That's ridiculous. Good hit though, Bland. Okay, red zone, dead zone, everybody. Red zone, dead zone.
Again, Jackson.
Angles, Brett. Angles, 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 angles. I'm better off, like, it's just so difficult. Oh, that's how people feel against my QB. It's so difficult in those spots.
Now back to throw.
Okay, Rice now has 2 drops.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Good job, Mallard.
Back to throw now on first down.
Dude, that's 3 drops for him. Okay, he maybe gets 1 more. He might get 1 more drop. Those aren't necessarily easy catches, but he has had 3 drops. Well done. It's 0 across the board. I'm gonna go up to him.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Yeah, he got me. He came out in man. No, yeah, actually that was zone. Yeah, I should have. I thought it was man on man. I was looking for Rice. I should have been looking just like quick streaks and stuff. Yeah, I didn't like what I did there at all.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to get that to his running back.
Can we run a little bit faster, please? I think it would be beneficial too. We get ball at half, so I think if I can take his timeouts Especially, he's got a high-powered offense. He's 7-1. If I can take his timeouts, that would be beneficial for sure.
Out of the gun, it's a give to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
One could argue that was stupid.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout.
One could argue I was doing way too much there. One could argue. I'm not going to argue it, but one could make the argument for sure.
He'll drop to throw.
Not only did I not score, good hit. Not only did I not score, I threw a pick. Gotta take 3 there. I really wanted to try and take some momentum and like take all the momentum in this game, but in doing that, and me trying to take all the momentum from this game, as I just said, totally shot myself in the foot.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Dubert. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Good job, Bland.
Now it's Jackson. He's got his top. And Jackson throwing once more. Wide open receiver complete.
Just bad user. I have to know in that situation that's where he's going to go. Okay, we do get ball at half, so 3 here definitely help. Yeah, I'm going. I'm running this thing. I'm 100%. I see those linemen in those contains. I am running immediately. No cares in the world. 100%. Yeah, I'm going again. Timeout. Boom. 2 plays. See, there it is. That's the effect. That's what he does. That's why he's so good. Right there. You just saw it in 2 plays.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Vaughn. Down inside, it's
Timeout. That was excellent, but I'm gonna be smart here. I don't like to, if I'm in field goal range twice, and the last time I didn't get it from the 5, I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. Obviously I tried to score there with Vaughn. Vaughn just made an amazing play, but as soon as we don't score, be smart, take your points. It is what it is. We get ball at half.
eluding the pressure right.
Good job, Bailey.
A nice job of
3rd and
eluding the
inches.
pressure
He's
there.
got 70 for 79 at this point.
And quickly they get to the line.
This has got to be man, isn't it, man? Like, is this not man on man?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
Love that, Ferguson. Love that, Ferguson.
And now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. Open man downfield is long. It's complete.
Juke again! Why didn't we juke again?
20-yard line. Just shy.
Oh, why didn't he juke again? I juked.
Into the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Maybe the best throw in Harrison Bailey's career. Maybe his accuracy. Yeah, the scrambling, still decent. Not like it was, but becoming just an elite quarterback from the pocket as well. Beautiful. Okay, defense, we're good enough to get stops. We're the #1 defense in the league. It's time. Right now, the time is now.
Opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Shootout.
2nd and 4.
There we go. He's got 8 for 91 now. That's something. I can't underestimate the fact that we do in this game have 8 rushes for 91 yards. That's solid. That's no joke.
2nd and 11.
Dot.
He finds his man complete. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Dude, that is different.
And he'll be brought down.
That is absolutely different. Good play.
Looking to throw. And here
Yeah, that's, I don't like what I just did. I just don't like what I just did. Just snap it. Just snap it as fast as you can. He's blitzing you.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt.
Dang.
And the Ravens are going to get the football back.
I actually like that read. Shocking as that may be, I like that read. Shoot.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the...
From the gun, it's Jackson.
Yo.
And seeing nowhere to throw.
Half a second, and we're in a much better position right now than we are.
Here's Jackson. That is Jackson to throw. Out to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage.
Good on him to slide. Okay, he's got 5 yards pretty well for the win at this point.
They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. It's a gain of 6, and that ought to just about do it. The Cowboys going to use their second.
Dang, GG's, dude. Okay, missed opportunities in the red zone. I couldn't score. Brendan Rice almost made a play. Dang, okay, we take our second loss of the year. We played decent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to put us to 7-2. Brendan Rice, I actually thought was quite solid in that game. I didn't think there was anything like about his performance that was bad whatsoever. Other than like he had a cool animation to potentially, when I just struggled in the red zone, his run defense was giving me a lot of problems. And when you're not able to run in those situations, it can make for a really long game. Princely, he was actually really solid last week in that game. He's going to go up to an 82 overall. I'm sick of throwing picks, if I'm being honest. I think the interception thing is messing with me a little bit. I just feel a little annoyed at my season. Like, his passing stats are bad. His running stats are fine. I barely have ran the ball to anybody other than him. Like, his running stats aren't great. So, there is a clear... The best thing that's happened is CeeDee Lamb is probably going to be over 1,000 again. There's pros and cons. Definite pros and cons to the way we're playing right now. And hopefully, against the Titans here, we can have more pros than cons. We got the Jags, then the Cardinals, and get some wins back-to-back here.
And they'll give Devon on the read option.
This scheme, so this is obviously like the 14th different playbook that we've done, but this scheme is a little bit more friendly to the overall just like passing game and running game. So like some of them are really good read option wise, some of them are really good at other things. This one I feel like does both quite well. Sorry, Rice. Rice is really getting thrown into it here. That throw wasn't fair to him. Get out of there, Vaughn. Well done, Vaughn. People are just going to come out in that. It's pretty easy for me to just run the ball.
10. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th. They'll stick with the passing game.
Yep, go Ferguson. Way to be, Ferguson. Simple reads. He's trying to blitz his entire team against us. Simple reads. That was an ugly drive, but it's a drive that ended in 7. So it's not a bad drive, but far from perfect.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
Okay, he's running this really strange offense. It looks like it's going to be a lot of those kind of motions, so I'm just going to run what looks like man with hard flats. Micah. Dude was sitting there. Shoot. But yeah, if it's a lot of RPO reads and stuff, so I feel like if I can convince him that it's man, but instead of man, I do this. So instead of man, I create hard flats on the outside. That to me will be more effective. Like, but the thing is, they gotta get there is the problem. That's not it. That was a Brett move right there, where you decide to keep the ball in a situation you have no business doing it,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Able to find Dowell. And here's a play
Oh, I'm
fake as they
cooked.
set up to throw.
Luck.
And it's caught in the end zone.
Bland, you. Wow. Okay.
23 yards for the
I was about to say
touchdown.
Bland is a beast, and he is, but
Extra point away from drawing
that's a
level.
poster.
Game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team. Right?
There you go, Ferguson. Okay, 3 for 8's fine.
A two-game losing
Not great,
streak
but we're moving.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
I like that throw a lot.
Right
Just,
back to
dude,
Ferguson. And they get him
who
down
would
to
have
the
guessed going into
40
Cowboys
yards
franchise that
across the
Ferguson would be our best player? Like,
13 yards as they've got the
truthfully, he
connection
has
working.
been
His second catch
like
in a row,
so
first down.
good.
They run the option
Fashanu
here.
is trying to help, man. Fashanu loves his quarterback. You can tell. Fashanu loves him.
and even better executed because you
Trying so hard. He said, Bailey, last season we were a 1,000-yard rusher. What are we doing? He's trying. Doing his best.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
I think there's a flag. Is that on him?
Target, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before
That's
he gets
legit.
into
A
enemy
legal man
territory.
downfield. Really? In that situation? What did I do so wrong there? Dang, that is so unfortunate.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be
Just a second. I think he gets. I still can't get over the illegal man downfield call. That's baffling me. Like, completely baffling me.
now they're out there again to try once more. Got his man complete over the middle. It's
Stud.
Ferguson. Second and 13.
Rice,
Quickly
good
here, that's
catch.
complete.
Don't know if I wanted to catch that, but good catch.
They'll drop to throw.
Yo, Bailey, that's freaking brutal, man.
Intercepted.
He's wide open, Bailey. Oh,
And the
gosh.
Titans are
Luckily, he doesn't have a timeout, so
as they take over.
he most likely is going to get.
CD, I know it's just
Well, he
his
could get.
second
He's most likely going to get 3 here.
but that's going to be one when he
That was
falls
it. Look
on
at how
his feet.
open
He's
Lamb
like, "I shouldn't
was."
have thrown that ball."
No doubt about it.
Dude,
And
let
his
him.
coaching staff
How
will be emphatic
so
about he
much.
shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember,
Brutal.
second
Okay.
year, as you noted, or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Let him catch it. Yeah, thanks.
Decided it's complete.
Fine by me. Good catch. Okay.
So
Defense needs to stop here.
it's halftime.
Really bad.
This is- Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. A big
I think that's
play
Keon
that
Coleman.
time for the Titans.
That was a good.
43
I actually like a lot of what he
yards.
just
Chain
did.
gang just inside the 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. That's a Titans. Feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the
Thank you.
lead's
Nice catch.
changed hands.
Like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side
Got him
has
again.
it? Which side's going to score?
Okay, get 7 here. His offense is fine. I don't really want to kill clock here yet. I don't think it's the point of the game where you start playing like that.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flushed out right.
Like, how come we make that throw, but then the freaking post route feet set, dude airmails into the third row? I just don't understand how you make that throw and then you can't make the other one.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Back to throw here. And his ball is caught by Lamb.
2 touchdowns for him. Okay, what's the situation in the
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
time-wise,
The Cowboys are an extra point
especially with
away
his
from
offense?
taking the lead
I
here
think
in
I
the
have to
fourth.
onside and hope that I get a chance to get the ball back. Just truly with his offense, he can clock this entire thing out.
They have taken the
I gotta.
lead
I
here in the
even if I don't get it, it's a better decision than kicking it to him because very difficult to kill 357, and hopefully I at least get a chance to have the ball last. What? Did he miss that kick? He missed
The Titans
the.
going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them
I
with
missed
2
the kick.
remaining. And the Titans are going to recover the football.
No, oh my gosh. It's because I have a punter at kicker. Just the dumb things.
The team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number.
Out of the gun now on third down.
Knockout abilities. Thanks. Good job, Trayvon. Glad I freaking have 14 knockout abilities on you. Good job, Diggs. Good job, Diggs. Glad those knockout abilities are paying dividends. The one time. I'm going to lose to the most touch grass offense I've ever seen in my life.
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Well, there you go.
GG's, guys. Okay. This one was lost 98% by that extra point. And 28% by just me being really unwise in some way. Oh, gosh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So, this is where I gotta admit I was stupid. Luckily, the game, I thought I was down one. So with like 7 seconds left when he was kneeling the ball out, I was like, oh, I'm just going to concede. It'll keep the score. I get back to the menu and it's 2-0. And I'm like, what? Apparently I was up one. I had no idea. That's where I literally, in my head, I missed that kick. And the whole time I was down, it wouldn't have changed it. I still would have lost the game. But man, oh man, do I feel dumb. I left and the guy texted me. He's like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, what? I'm like, what do you mean, what am I doing? And he's like, you were winning. And I was like, huh? And then I look. You know what happened? Because it was the Titans. This is my rationale for what happened. Because it was the Titans. That being my favorite team. Me seeing the Titans, I automatically assume that that's the team I'm using. It's happened to me before with the Titans. So I look at the Titans and I'm like, sick. That's my squad. That's me. In reality, I clearly, as you guys know, that might help. Fast break might help. Let's go back. I don't know. I gotta stop running with him. Oh, we're gonna throw away a good season. Rice, oh gosh. I don't know, bro. Okay, week 12. Figure it out, bro. And I'm talking to myself. We gotta win.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Bailey, just run. Bailey, just run. And this has got to be the game. I've said it 40 times. It has one of these games. I have to just Bailey's got to get it back. He's a rookie Super Bowl champion. Okay? He can do it.
I expect him to play really well here.
Escaping the pressure right. And take this to the other side of midfield.
I like that start. I can live with that.
On play action, they'll throw. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is brought down, but not
okay, this is good.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's
First down.
complete. He'll drop to throw.
Heads up. That was thrown a little bit late. Not too bad, but definitely a little bit late.
Back to throw.
Oh, good catch, Jake. That's in traffic, too. I think we're matchup nightmare. I love that ability so much. It's kind of a glitched ability because it activates seemingly against everybody, not just certain positions. Well done.
The second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on third and downs.
Lawrence will throw.
I'm late on that. Dude, I don't know what knockout abilities I have on Trayvon, but they don't exist. They're fake. They're not real. They don't exist.
And they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On third down, Lawrence.
Nope. That I think was supposed to get to the end zone.
They're going on fourth down. Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here just
Good defense. Okay. Let's put back-to-back beautiful drives together. Back-to-back, just no overthinking. Just throw the ball, run the ball, awesome drive.
But they scored the touchdown, they got the stop, and now if they could get... And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. That's Lamb.
Don't juke anymore, Brett. Why did I juke that last time? That's what I can't figure out. Why? Why did I... Yeah, one too many jukes will do that.
Looking to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll be... Left side.
Yeah, TD gets his touchdown. Okay. Beautiful. 14-0 and easily the cleanest game we've played. I got like 50 rushing yards with Bailey. Lamb's having a good game. Things are... This is good.
But what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great
I don't know. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but that's exactly what I'm going to be. We don't just want to win. We want to start winning big. We want to just... We got the worst offense in the league right now, so...
Here's one deep for Pickens.
Yep.
Talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Over the middle, complete. That's Vaughn. They'll throw now on the final play. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back.
I'm going to go Vaughn. That's all right.
That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Fourth down. He's got a tough decision here. Yeah, it's not the worst decision. I guess it's trusting your defense. He's struggling offensively. Okay, let's go do something here. Get the ball to CD. Lamb's had a crazy good game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Eluding the pressure right.
Look at this guy go. 5 for 67. Good job, Bailey.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Now he's flushed. Oh, he's flushed. And the Jags grab it. And they have...
Give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up some...
Now Lawrence. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
That just makes me happy. I love Brian. He's so good.
Right here, right in front of him. Melt the clock down. Get to the fourth
Penalty
quarter.
on him, too.
Try to keep going.
And try to keep
That's
that
a penalty
lead.
on him.
And he has a big game.
We'll decline that, please. Unless it's freaking illegal man downfield. For whatever reason, illegal man downfield's been the biggest thing that's been happening to us.
They'll set up a throw. Being chased out left.
Picks up a first down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on third, and then the tables turned. Just keeping the play alive.
This is Bailey right here. That's Bailey summed up right there.
His first and goal. He'll look to throw. Fighting for it. He lost the football. It's out. And the Jags grab it. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That's tough toenails. That's tough toenails. Okay, we'll take the ball back at least.
Force him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Okay, GG's, guys. That was an absolute guys strub. We had 150 on the ground. That feels good to get a stat line like that again. Even though it wasn't perfect, a win's a win, and we needed a win. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we had our first force win. And in the force win, Bailey had 1 touchdown. Vaughn had 100 yards. Good performances all around here. 2 sacks for Smith, 1.5 for Princely. And then interception. Cool thing happened in the last little bit. My safety, Jacoby Matthews, actually reached out to me on Twitter and was like, yo, I watched the videos. Thanks for talking to me. That stuff's so cool. whenever that happens, I'm always like, wow, that's it's just like, it's fun because he's clearly killing it for us. He's got like 10 interceptions, and the real Jacoby Matthews is watching the videos. That's kind of tough. And obviously, if you watched last video, you know he was the guy who got the interception and won Super Bowl MVP. Shout out to him. Brendan Rice, let's be honest about Brendan Rice. Really cool idea. The actual, like, he's got +1 speed. Really cool player, but just, I don't know. Oh my gosh. He has a lot of the things to be amazing, but he is not amazing yet. That's the best way I put it. He has a lot of the things required to be really, really, really good, but he just simply is not. I wouldn't even say he's not really, really good. I would say he's just not very good right now. Statistically on the season, we're winning no awards. 17-11. HB has, CD's doing better. We're winning nothing. The only guy that I'm like really pumped about is Princely having his breakout year. That's probably my favorite breakout. And then Bland has 7. I don't think there's a way that Madden doesn't give us a superstar on Bland. 7 picks for the kid and 3 for the rookie, Jacoby Drayton, out of UW. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, big time week here. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Surprise! Surprise! Best user I've ever had, bar none. Yeah, there it is. Good job. There it is. There's a good 9. I like that run a lot. Vaughn, did he drop it? He did.
Back to throw again. And be intercepted.
Big.
The Eagles are going to get
Mazzie Smith. 3rd and 14. There is no reason I should have any type of confidence in those situations. I have all the precedent to never go for it because of how bad I am at getting them, but I go for it every single time.
on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw.
Dang, that's a good throw.
4. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Yeah.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll go. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is in.
Brett, I'm just mad at myself for my red zone offense. That's it. There's nothing else. I'm annoyed
With his 9th
that my red zone
rushing
offense has gotten this bad.
Some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
flush to his right.
Bailey is the most random quarterback I've ever seen in my life. I'll miss throws with him, and then like, what the heck was that? How on earth does anybody make that throw? That was unreal. There we go! That's on the money to CD Lamb.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Under pressure. Looking to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb.
Lamb, like, it's kind of insane how good he is.
On the ground with Vaughn. And a minute. 2nd and 5.
It does suck. But Vaughn does not suck. Holy doly. Okay.
On 1st down, Hurts.
Okay. Halftime. We get ball.
First half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game.
There's a lot of room there for you, Fleming. There's a lot of room there for you, Fleming, if you want it.
2nd and 2.
CD, have a day, kid. Have a day, kid.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Good catch, Rice.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
Vaughn.
And he'll go out. Again, a run with Vaughn.
Yeah, you're good, Vaughn. Cut in, please. Yes, sir. I love the way, after that first, like, mess up that I love the way I bounced back in this game. This seemed like kind of old school Cowboys football. And kind of like what we were in Season 1 and Season 2. 7 plays, 75 yards, no mistakes. CD Lamb, let's go.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Oh my, that's one of the worst plays I've ever made in my entire life. So dumb. Come on! Good job, Diggs. Yeah, that's fine. Play defense. Okay, the problem is onside kicks are just so common, I would say. I don't know if I would, but like just way more than they used to be in the past, which I don't actually really like. I like just kind of, it's nice that there's a little bit of like the chance for something to happen, but I would say the percentage has to be like 5, and I would say onside kicks in this game are about 20% chance you get them, which in my opinion is way, way, way too high. Just keep it all in front of us.
Sets up to throw it.
Bolden, please. Bolden, are you kidding me though?
Hurts.
Oh, Brett, like you can't just follow like that. That's horrible. Yep, Fleming, hold on to the ball. Guys, he can still stop the clock, but I can just run kind of backwards into the side. Guys, big time divisional win. Not pretty, kind of sums up this year, but defense is phenomenal. Is it on the money? It's on the money. GG's in the chat. Let's go. That was just for dramatic effect. Ladies and boom, fellas. Okay, the Texas. Why is Bailey such a freaking beast? It's CPU game, so we don't have a Texas user, and Bailey decides in the CPU game to get 6 passing touchdowns, 363 yards, and guys, we have an X Factor breaker. I don't understand Bailey. I really freaking don't. But despite the fact that this season's been meh, we have a chance right now to make the kid a superstar X Factor. So going into next season, there's a chance he can start getting, well, going into even this season, there would be a chance he could start getting those X Factor abilities and like getting those things that only the elite of the elite QBs get. I'm not convinced that with our play this year, we will have enough. So this is everything. This is everything everywhere all at once. The issue is, this is also a game I need to win. In every way, this game just holds a lot of importance. We did beat him the first time. Or no, did we? Yeah, we did beat him the first time. So if we won again, we would at least temporarily take control of the division. Ladies and gentlemen, breakout QB game. Money on the line, money on the line, money on my mind. It's showtime. Find a freaking way. If we can pull this off, Harrison Bailey becomes an X Factor quarterback in his second year. And we will also be in a really, really, really strong position to potentially win. Fleming, like, I don't know what to say about some of these things. I wish I could tell you that Fleming's just been the answer and everything is sunshine and rainbows. I just can't look at you and say that. We have struggled, but it does not matter that we have struggled because right now we will fight and we will win.
They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right.
Oh, God.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Give me those. Thank you. Get lurked, bot. Get lurked, bot. Okay, get our first touchdown here. Get our first TD. Fleming, score though. Fleming, score, man. I have to go for it. Sorry, I do. I don't know. I want this breakout really bad. The 1 seed's clearly important to me, but the breakout is kind of everything right now. I got to the 1 yard line, guys.
Against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire.
Okay. Hey, at least Matthews has 2 lurks. gonna be third down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
You got it.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
You got me too. Just being honest with myself.
Start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this across the...
Oh, we do get ball at half. Dang it, man!
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll look to throw now on first down.
He blatantly has him open. It took him ages to find it.
35.
Oh my gosh, I'm just annoyed with myself.
First and 10.
Especially because this nerd's gonna try and kill clock.
He'll hand this off.
Crazy thing is he thinks he's tough for this, but like in reality I'm clearly going for a breakout. If I could run the ball, I would have scored on you both times. Like
This offense finding its legs now.
he thinks he's like a genius. Oh, let me do it. No, it's like, dude, you threw two. I got alerted you twice in the first 2 minutes of this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dodson has it. If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking
You fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's Washington.
Okay, breakout's done.
warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So
And we might even lose the game.
free when you're extended like that.
Okay. Hey, it's over. Whatever. Does not matter anymore. I choked.
Still need about the length
Worry about the playoffs and worry about winning this
as they come
game.
up on second and inches. And they'll bring it from the gun. They'll try to run it. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to
he's
get to
taking
the
three.
line quick.
Okay, we do get ball at half. I no longer have to worry about the breakout game. It's cooked. I can't mathematically get that X Factor breakout, so I fumbled twice. I'm pretty sure those count as turnovers in the breakout. Now we just play.
What adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So
Told them exactly that because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. And maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
escaping the pressure right.
And I'm stupid.
Dangerous pass there is intercepted. Second down and inches. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. They'll look to throw again. This is Fant on the short completion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flush to his right.
Yeah, that's tough. That's a good throw, actually. I waited until I thought he couldn't throw it anymore. I regret a lot of things about this game, but I can't get too upset because I think there's a good chance we still make the playoffs.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left.
Dang, Drake. Dang, Drake.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That's sick. Nice catch. Nice catch, Ferguson. Okay, we'll see you guys next week. This was a dumpster fire. One of the worst breakout attempts of all time. Okay, I'm going to click this. In case EA's system glitches. Yeah. I was really hoping the whole system would glitch. That was just a fail. You guys get to see a lot of good. You get to see a lot of great things. That was absolutely horrible. Like, I can't even put into words how horrible that was. That was embarrassing. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the Colts not being here actually, some ways weird that like this whole thing is very strange. I'm the 5 seed. The Eagles are the 6 seed. It's just a bit of a strange. I don't think I can take the commander spot. I would either be playing the Saints or the Eagles. I can't care about that right now. I really can't. Let's go see how Bailey did in the last game. As a whole, guys, and I'm gonna do a big talk over the season. As a whole, I think I've struggled year 2 with Bailey. But funny enough, Jamie Newman's second year was absolutely horrible too. If you remember, I just got +1 speed in Excel. If you remember Jamie Newman's second year, he was horrible. Like, I was thinking about that. He was really, 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 really bad his second season. And like, that to me is kind of the same thing we're seeing here with Bailey. Like, this season just has not been very good. Awesome year for our tight end. Defensively, best defense in the league. It's not even close. Our defense was completely lights out, but it was a sophomore slump. But that's why we do a lot of seasons, because maybe next year will be Bailey's season where we clean things up and we get back to what we do this season. It just matters that we make it and we do good things in the playoffs. Giants week 18. Let's try and end on a positive note. I want to run the ball well. I want to make better decisions, and overall I want to be a better player in this game. To set us up for the playoffs. Jake Ferguson's about to get 90 overall, which I don't know if you get another ability at 90 or 95. Yeah, you don't get it until 95. Vaughn is about to go up to 90, and I think he's going to get something relatively soon. He's been a great story. I really like Vaughn. Smaller back, I would say he's limited by a couple things. His trucking's really low, so he's almost every single time he gets hit, it's almost certain that he's just going to fall down, which has been a negative, and I get +1 speed with Jacoby Matthews, bro. He is insanity. He is absolutely insanity. Jacoby Drayton gets an upgrade. I'm going to go man-to-man with Jacoby Drayton. Guys, it's a big-time week. We find a way to beat the Giants, get to the playoffs, and figure out everything else in the playoffs. I don't know who we'd be playing. It looks like the Seahawks, which would be a rough matchup. We always have good games, but either way, let's go win a ball game.
They'll set up a throw.
Let's go, Ferguson.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
Bailey is like, this is my issue with him. This is my freaking issue with him.
He'll drop to throw. They'll look to throw here.
There it is.
Looking right side. 2nd and 9 now.
Best throw of the season. Best. Kate. That's the throw. That's the throw.
Back to throw again. And he'll protect. They'll try to run the out.
Finally. Okay, what did I say? Good throw. We finally get a juke.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous.
That's what I get.
return, man.
That's what I get.
Here. Still going past the 30. And
Guys, no. Say it ain't so. This is nostalgic. Bailey, please, can we get this back? Please, Bailey. I just want to. That is Bailey summed up. Oh my gosh. I just want those runs again. Nope. Yep, Mozzie Smith. That's my ball. Okay.
handoff coming left is Vaughn.
Got him. What's going on?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's, nope. 4th down.
Going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That is back to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh no
Middle of the field.
chance.
They'll drop to throw.
Give me those.
Rifles one that's going to be intercepted. He'll look to throw.
Oh, I love that read. I love that read.
They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
I'm throwing that again.
Downfield for Lamb.
You're different, Lamb. Have a year, man.
Kick attempt. And this is going to be. They'll come out.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Like, as few offensive highlights as we've had, we have had so many cool defensive highlights. Yo, are we back? You guys just tell me, are we back? Is Bailey back?
Point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off,
bro, this guy couldn't read a freaking picture book.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this ball is caught by one final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep.
Good job. GG's, man. Okay. Guys, that was a nice 50 bomb. It's always nice to have that. Great game from Bailey. 246 and 212 on the ground. That's going to help his rushing season so much. Okay, guys, with all that being said, it's time for the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, playoff time. Let's look at, we're playing the Seahawks. Essentially, as you guys can see, we're playing the 10-7 Seahawks. Stat-wise for the season, just to give a side-by-side, because I think I was really stressed about Bailey's year, but it wasn't that much worse. This was worse, but it got better. But overall, this was a little bit better. Like, it wasn't like a huge sophomore slump where it's like everything's brutal out of this game sucks. No, it was just a sophomore slump in general. Vaughn, this is what I like to see. I was really annoyed last year in his rookie year that I wasn't able to get CeeDee Lamb the ball more. So it was important to me that I found a way to get CeeDee Lamb the ball, and I think we did a really good job of that. I think there's a chance Princely gets upgraded. I think there is a certainty that Jacoby Matthews does, and I think there's almost certainty that Darren Bland does. So if we somehow can make the Super Bowl, I think there's a chance we're going to walk away with 2 new superstars. Now, I have decided I want to lose. If I'm going to lose, I want to lose with a scheme that best represents Bailey. You know, I want to lose running with Bailey. As dumb as that sounds, and I know it sounds, I want to lose with Bailey running the ball and just with us running a scheme that I think works best for the team. Not just necessarily like what I've done all year. The thing is, this isn't a quarterback like anything I've had all year. So to like just run the same thing I've done all year, I don't know if that's beneficial. You know what I mean? Like, part of me wants that, like, I don't know. Oh, it's so difficult. It's just like, I think that Bailey on his own can carry us. In many situations, I believe that. So I am going to bank on that against the Seahawks, and I am going to go let Bailey become the GOAT. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. This is a tough team to play. Justin Fields, Kenneth Walker, 2 superstars. Metcalf's super fast. 96 overall Hunter. Like, look at the secondary. Best secondary in the league, bar none. Like, you can't throw on this guy. And then you add a rookie superstar. Guys, legacy. I talk a lot about legacy. Bailey, are you the next? I think you've already won. You won your rookie year Super Bowl. So it's like, you're already unbelievable. Can you go be absolutely great? That's the $1 million question that we are very soon going to find out. I'm going to use these accuracy things. But guys, wild card. Let's go.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
Oh gosh. Last time we played, he was very much read option heavy. Out of this pretty much exact play that you're about to see, this is what he ran almost all game. Matthews, well done. He's a tough out when he runs this scheme. When he runs the ball, he is very, very, very annoying and very tough to stop. His passing game, I think, he would probably also say his passing game isn't as good.
On second down, here's Fields.
Good defense, guys. Good defense.
Opening drive. They snap it to Fields. And that is incomplete, but a penalty.
Need to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing on third down, Fields. He's going to let this go.
There's way too many of us. Yeah, I was about to say there is way too many of us there. He's taking 3. Okay, hey, that's a success. Against him, like I said, last time we played him, I felt like my offense did okay. I felt like my defense really struggled. To hold him to 3 right off the bat, that's a win in my book. 100% that's a win. Okay, as far as our offense, we have been hit and miss all year. We fumble. We suck. We make mistakes. But that all changes in the playoffs. HB! HB! Go, baby! What did I say about him? What did I say about him? The playoffs, he will come alive. That's horrible. I hate that defense that I just played. Hate that defense that I just played. If I'm going to come out in that look, I got a hard flat this side.
And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He didn't. How on earth did he? First off, how did he almost catch that? Second off, how did he not catch that? I couldn't believe that he caught it and then he dropped it. Okay. Good job, Bryce. There we go. Okay. Good job, Bailey. Way to fall forward, kid. Oh, gosh. I thought I had him. It was a one-on-one, my best receiver versus... Hindsight, that looks very dumb. I can't give him this much time. He'll just check it down every time. Nope. Third down. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Here's Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. We'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive in particular. If they can bounce
Good job, Vaughn.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down.
Another good run. He's got 3 for 96 today.
This time he'll look to throw. And this fell incomplete. They're going to try and throw.
Oh my gosh, Rice. I thought he was on a hook. I thought he was on a hook. Bro, come on, Brett. Okay, I thought he was on a hook. That's on me. That one's on me 100%.
Right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, it's Walker.
Okay, hold him to 3 and just try and stay in it at this point. Hold on for dear life.
Now it's Fields. Flush to his right.
Wow.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Following action. On 1st down, it's Fields. And he's got it.
On the play where I came out and I threw to, I think I would have had the hooks. That's what's kind of bugging me right now, is I think that was a bit of a mess up on my part. It's all right. Okay, go to half. Horrible half. Dang it, man. Oh, gosh, just horrible execution, start to finish. I didn't like anything that I did. And I feel like his offense, I let him burn me on a route, red zone route that was very obvious that he was going to. I didn't have a zone there. I didn't have anything. Like, I kind of, a couple mental lapses have made this really messy at this point.
That had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of it. On play action, they'll throw. He finds his man complete. That's
Can't say I'm overly proud of that one. Can't say that that was the right read, but I'll take it. Right now I'm just fighting for 7 just to get him sitting up in his chair a little bit. Truthfully, that's all I'm doing. I'm trying to get him sitting up in his chair so that next drive is miserable. Like, if I don't get points here in quick, he has all the momentum. To win playoff games, you got to put pressure on your opponent. You got to make your opponent nervous. And I feel like 7 here would 100% make him nervous.
Dancing to his left.
Good job, Bailey.
Again, it'll be Vaughn.
What are we doing? Come on!
Getting in on the last 2 carries, you know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
We take 3, make it a game.
On the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500.
Got him. Waited him out. Waited him out. Waited him out. He was actually. I cannot believe that. Yeah. He was using it. When I say waited him out, it means when someone's usering somebody that you want to throw to, but you know once they get to a certain spot that they're going to believe in their head that I will no longer throw that ball. So if you're absolutely desperate like I was there, you just wait until it's awkward. Like, oh, he's covering, because most people will run around with their user. That's all that was, and that paid off perfectly. Fight!
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, he's going to start milking this clock out, too.
Back to Walker on first down. And they can't bring him
Okay.
down. Play action. It's Fields.
Come here.
And he'll be hit.
You might honestly run this and be content with 3.
Chance of connecting for yardage.
No, it's double post.
On that throw.
End zone caught.
That might be the best throw I've ever seen. Oh my gosh.
They're going to try and run.
Okay, good defense by us.
And he's gonna
Bro,
be hit and
he
taken down in the backfield. Just
how the heck?
2nd and 5.
No, I got him.
That is caught by Lamb. And he's got. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure to play. 2nd and long. And he's gonna. He'll drop to throw.
And he missed him. And he missed him. Oh my gosh, he missed him.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. That's caught inside the 20 on first down. Looking to throw.
That's the greatest throw I've ever seen in my entire life.
2nd and 11.
And then I messed it up. And I messed it up completely. Ah, it's on me. It was a bad year. It was a bad year all in all. That's on me. I just played bad.
And here in the fourth,
I made bad decisions when it counted. I made bad decisions when it counted. Just made the greatest throw ever, and then I don't even give us a chance. I still believe in the long term of this team, but that was not good.
On offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He got me.
inside the 35.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was, in a word, a nightmare. It just kind of was a wake-up call to like what this offseason I think we need. And it's Bailey is very close to, well, oh, gosh. I don't even know. I really don't even know. It was just bad. I don't have like, I get one bad season, it won't happen again. I get one really, 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 really bad season, and this was the really bad season. It was everything went wrong. In that playoff game, it was good and then it went wrong. This is definitely, like I said, you're going to have ups and downs in any franchise or else it wouldn't be fun. This is a major down year, and it was a down year from the start, and I'm feeling it right now. So, guys, GG's to my opponent. Wish him the best. Where we struggled the most was it was just man coverage, and his DB crew of Hunter, Woolen, Joseph, and Witherspoon was really tough. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I have to open with this. I'll show you guys who won the Super Bowl. I have to open with this. Harrison Bailey in the offseason plus Superstar X Factor Def. I know there's a lot of you who are big fans of Bailey. I am a big fan of Bailey. This season was bad, but that does not change the fact that Harrison Bailey just got X Factor. And with not that many upgrades coming up. We are going to start getting some seriously good abilities with this kid. And I cannot say enough how excited I am for the transformation from 50 overall to an X Factor. The other players, and like this is where I'm telling you, this team's about to get interesting. Darren Bland in the offseason. Also, superstar dev. Bland becomes a beast. He's pretty much Diggs. He had an unreal year. Oh, anyone else? Yes, sir. Jacoby Matthews, our user, also becomes a superstar in the offseason. This is a young defense that is starting to look scary. He's going to get KO abilities, deep out zone KO, deep in zone KO. The guy is an absolute beast. So despite the fact that I just took one of the worst losses of my career, I think the team in general has a very, like, I have positive feelings going forward. I have an X Factor quarterback. Time to talk Olu Fashanu. I'm going to be accepting his option. Okay? Deuce Vaughn. I have to negotiate. My previous offer, Deuce Vaughn said no to, meaning I am not willing to lose Vaughn, and I don't mind overpaying. I am bringing back Deuce Vaughn. I don't think there's any part of me that doesn't want to. The other guy on this team, and this is the one that I like, it seems excessive for a guard. But then there's Mazzie Smith, who I also want. Like, part of me wants to run it back with these guys because I love them all. Like, I love them. Zach Martin, we're about to lose. Brendan Rice, I'd love to bring back. Like, I'd love to bring him back. Yeah, and that's good. I'm glad he accepted that. But we are set to lose a lot of people. Guidry, I want to bring back because after a season like what we just had that ends the way it did, there's question marks. Now, if I sign both of these guys, I don't think I can sign both. And I am going to prioritize. Yeah, I have to. You don't find that every single day. The other person who I really would love to bring back on a 1-year deal, he seems to love living in Dallas because he's 36 years old, is Zach Martin. He's still a superstar. So as long as that guy is there, I will overpay for an unreal superstar. I would rather deal with players that I already have who are good than go out there and look for all these crazy things and all these new exciting players. No, I think this team has the potential to go crazy. I think this team is so freaking good, and I sold. Personally, now that we have Bailey, I think we can go on a run. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, free agency. There's a lot of really expensive free agents. Honestly, the position that I want the most is I'd love to bring in another. I feel like I've been pretty smart with my money. I feel like I've been smart enough with my money where I know the importance of Harrison Bailey, and I am willing to spend what I have to get him more protection. Going into this year, I really don't care about anything else. There's no other position that I care about. I offered him like $40 million. How many years did I offer him though? 2 years. I'm going to go 1 year and I'm going to max out my offer for Laramie. I'm not going to worry about any of the other fancy free agents that are sitting out there. The only free agent that I'm really genuinely concerned with getting, I would pay $39 million because if I can have better line play. And right now, I'm the first one in here, so obviously I'm the top offer. If I can have better line play and like protect Bailey better, that's going to pay major dividends. And it's only a 1-year contract. So that is the only free agent that I am going after is Laramie Tunsil. Let's cross our fingers that we get him. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, cannot say enough good things. And this is why I'm smart with my money. I had $40 million to spend. I had to majorly overpay, but for 1 year, I get Laramie Tunsil, who I can put nasty streak on. And I found losing Tyrone Smith absolutely devastated the Harrison Bailey run game. Who do I go for? And I'm going to get even more specific. Which receiver? So I'm going to go through these receivers, and you guys can just let me know what receiver interests you the most? You guys always say I'm the worst scouter in the history. Is receiver a need, or do next year do I need to prioritize getting Jerry Rice's son the ball more? Is there other positions here that you're noticing that you're more interested in? Like this Antonio Pierman's the best player in the entire class. Will Sims, Daniel Boone, Shane Bender, James Springs, Bart Donnell. I'm gonna go through this and talk to you guys, and then that way you can all see the class and give me opinions, because you just saw me absolutely sell in the wild card. So you can look at this and say, Brett, this is who I want you to pick. I'm going pretty fast, but hopefully we can do something with this. If there's people that you guys think I should trade, if you think I need to clean house, if you're sick of my same players, if you believe that someone needs to be traded or multiple people need to be traded, say it. Say it now. I would love to hear your rationale for why. I don't know what move to make at this point. I think I have my quarterback totally figured out. I just invested more money in the offensive line because it's my favorite position to invest in. This guy looks pretty dang good. That might be someone to look at. But what do I do? I'm feeling a little bit lost. I've won 1 of 3 Super Bowls, but I do feel like as a team, this could become a dynasty. I have a lot of confidence. And the most confidence is in my X Factor 98 speed with the boost QB, who I think is just so good. Imagine him with throwing abilities next year. Imagine him with throwing abilities. Like, I stop being dumb and we start utilizing his throwing abilities. Is this one of the best QBs we've ever had? Guys, what do I do? Help me out. That's all I care about. What on earth do I do? We got Bland, superstar now. We got Jacoby Matthews. This team's good. I just need help. I need some help with decisions. And let's continue Cowboys week in 2 days and try and figure this out. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have a second channel where I post golf every day. Make me the happiest person in the world. Go subscribe. Check out that channel. There's a link down below. My Instagram is tdbarrettYT. My Twitter is tdbarrettYT. Thank you guys so much for watching. Kill the like button. Go watch another video here. And like I said, go subscribe to my second channel.